There we go. Ah! Ready? Is it here? Is it here? It's not here. The longest minute ever. I have to pee. Nimsy! So good to see you, Nimsy. Hi, Lissa. Hi, everybody. Evan Rise, good to see you. Oh, it's so good to see you all. If you're afraid of the thumbnail, you can give you the direct link. You could. You could. Oh, that's true. In chat, someone's gonna rickroll me. I trust you, Talus. I trust you. Yeah, because like I said, I don't want it to be like, I don't want to see it the thumbnail. I want the reveal to be at the end of the trailer. Cake is a lie. Ah. It's fine. I won't look. I won't look. Okay, it's noon. I won't look. I'll just click it. I'll just click it. I won't look. I'm not looking. Is it up? It's not up yet. I do have to. Everybody go pee. I have to pee. Continues to choke drink. Imagine it's not coming out for another like 10 minutes and we're all just sitting here like, ah! See? Look at the hype this creates. I'm so it's up! Okay. I have to pee even more now. Okay. I'm not, are they gonna change the logo? I don't wanna look. I don't wanna see it. No. I'm not looking. I'm not like, ah! Oh, I saw it. It's okay. Wait, there's 3 of them. I saw it. It's fine. Reader Geek, thank you. Hold on. It's fine. I saw it. Okay. No, it's fine. Okay. Wait, what's the expansion announcement? Wait, there's like, oh, it's different languages. Okay, we got it. We got it. Ah! Wait. Okay. I'm shaking.
It may be dangerous, but this place, it's stunning.
Think there are any white mantle left in the area?
White
I've heard enough
mantle.
rumors.
Wow.
Janthir.
Woo!
A storm looms over that place.
Anise.
That is not a territory I wish to cross.
Whoa. Wow.
My bearkin have lived in
Bearkin!
Janthir longer than your cities have
Bearkin! Lance Beer! Bearkin! Woo!
Is
Cake.
this?
I recognize them, I feel like.
Surely strangers do not walk among all lands.
They're all like elements.
False god!
Ooh! Woo! It is Janthir Wilds.
This place is no longer home to me. But perhaps it can be for you.
No way! Really? Oh my god! Oh, that was perfect! That was perfect at the end there. Oh my god. Serpent's rat. Oh my god. Legit. Housing? They did it! They're about to make so much money! Look at this like war table. Sorry, I'm blocking it. Wow. Okay. See, I heard people saying Janthir Wilds, but I was like, that can't be it. That can't be it. You're calling it Wilds of Janthir? It should have been Wilds of Janthir. Oh my god. Oh my god. Serpent's Wrath weapon set, Whispering Serpent's Pauldron, title Homesteader. What's with the bears? The bear. Janthir Wilds was the leak title. I guess it was correct. Yeah, which is strange to me, but we'll talk about that in a bit. Let's watch this again. Wow. Look at the sky. Look at the sky. Look how colorful it is. Like the storm. It's raining. It's raining. I love rain. I love this music though too. There's. Oh.
It may be dangerous, but this place, oh, it's stunning.
Think there are any white mantle left in the area? I've heard enough rumors.
Janthir. A storm looms over that place. That is not a territory I wish to cross.
I'm listening to the music. The music's really good.
My bear kin have lived
Bear
in
kin.
Janthir
My bear
longer
kin.
than your cities have
My
stood
Birkin.
tall.
There's no blog post up yet. Is there a website? There has to be. Look at these things.
This?
Look at that. So I'm only seeing spear. Are we? Is every profession getting spear? But we get like some
Surely
sweet new
strangers do not
abilities
walk
with it,
among
dude.
all lands.
Holy crap!
A false god!
Oh, that sounded like a dragon. It's so pretty. Oh, I love how they animate the logos. It's so pretty. We have a legit blue, dark blue, light blue. And then it's like an arrowhead, a spear or a spearhead. It's like a spearhead shape. This animation is so pretty. Look at this. With like the wilds. Ooh, I love forests. I love, like, I don't know. I'm most at home in the forest. Video description has a link. Okay. So like going to like the forest, the wilds, like go like a Guild Wars 2 National Park Edition, right? Blue's your favorite. Blue's one of my favorite colors too. It's really pretty. I like the gradient of the blue. Okay, let's talk about the name though for a second here. Let's talk about the name. So no of Wilds of Janthir. Janthir Wilds. It's also the first time they've used a name of a place in the expansion title. Because Heart of Thorns, Path of Fire, End of Dragons, Secrets of the Obscure were all just words. They weren't place names. So that kind of surprises me that they're putting Janthir in the title. But also no of. Not Janthir of Wilds. Yeah, we were actually wondering, we're like, are they going to do of? Or for these mini expansions, are they going to start doing of the? Because it's Secrets of the Obscure, right? It's very curious why they would wouldn't choose Wilds of Janthir, not only to keep the of, but what are we calling this expansion now? What's the what's the acronym? JW? Jawa? Guild Wars 2 Jawa? Jaw? Are we supposed to call it Jaw? Janthir Wilds? Or is it going to be J with a little A and W? Okay, I could see that. Jawi. I could see them doing that. Guild Wars 2 Jaw, I guess, sounds better than what? If you did Wilds of Janthir, it would be Guild Wars 2 Waj? Waj? How are we just going to say that, right? See, now with EOD was the one that you couldn't just say like EOD, like everyone calls it EOD, but that's like real simple, real short, like EOD. The JW, I think they're going to do Jaw. You think? Jaw? Because otherwise, I guess I could have called it Guild Wars 2 Waj. Waj. It doesn't really roll off the tongue, but yeah. Odd that they would get rid of the of. That they would get, you're gonna call it Guild Wars 2 Wilds. There you go. I kind of like that. Jaws. Yeah, they might do Jaws. Guild Wars 2 Jaws. Is that what they were going for? Guild of the Wilds. There you go. Curious. We'll have to see what their official like hashtag is. Because you know they think of all this beforehand. You know, what's it gonna, oh, they haven't posted it all yet on Twitter. Okay. I haven't posted anything yet. Okay. Guild Wars 2 on the wild side. Embark on a new adventure in Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds, the new expansion for the award-winning MMORPG Guild Wars 2. Learn to wield a spear in combat, cultivate and decorate your homestead, master challenging encounters, and more as you explore new lands and learn more about the mysteries of Tyria's past. Pre-orders are up on the store, but the website isn't up. Okay. Strange. Foo. But if you go to the store, the second link there, that is my referral link if you wanted to use my referral link. So if you go here, collection, oh, Janthir Wilds right here. Aha. Okay, so you can buy it. None of the info's up for it yet, just the trailer, but you can buy it. Look at the bear! Look at the bear! So we have the Kodan. Are these like related to the Kodan? How do you make this bigger? Oh, there. Oh, this is the page. This is the page if you scroll down. Oh, just right there. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Let me move my camera over here. Okay, we got bears. We got bears. Pre-purchase to receive the Homesteader title, Whispering Serpent Pauldron Skin, a box with your choice of one Serpent's Wrath weapon skin. What's with the serpent? How does that relate to Janthir Wilds? Expansion 5. Look at this. Are there going to be different homesteads? Is it just, oh, I love that. Oh my god. Look at the stairs going up. Oh my god. They did housing. How extensive is this stuff going to be? Can I make like a Peachy or like a Peachy house that's pink and magical girl, or is it just going to be like the homesteady, like the wild stuff right now? I'm sure they'll add more later. Look at this guy. Wild has become wild. There's the first screenshot they shared. Yeah, I hope there's different homestead styles, or maybe that's something you could purchase from the gem store. Thank you, Ghana. Just purchased using Peachy's link. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, and then that's look at this art. We're still showing the backs of characters, but I get it. It's an MMO. You mostly run around and see the backs of your characters, but I get it. I love her design. Is she going to be an actual character? Because she looks awesome. Or is that like, I think that's actually supposed to represent the player character. Is he riding a dog? He's riding a dog. I need that dog skin. Is this the bear? That's a very skinny looking bear. Is that a female bearkin? I almost thought that was like a wolf person at first because she's so skinny. Look at this giant thing. Holy heck, is that what they were fighting in the trailer? Some giant, like, rock monster? Rock monster. Ooh, Into the Wilds. Think they're going to add Viking-inspired hairstyles? Yes. Housing is account-wide, which is good, but does have pitfalls. Like, if you're an altaholic, you have to decide who to customize it for, right? Oh, Paige confirms their Kodan. Ooh. Into the Wilds. Head north into the wilderness of Janthir in the latest Guild Wars 2 expansion. Recent momentous events have left the denizens of Tyria determined to recover and build a new future together. Knowing that the cooperation with neighbors will be crucial to their long-term success, your allies dispatched you to befriend the lowland Kodan of Janthir, a dangerous land that was once home to the strange Mursat and their white mantle sycophants in the time of the original Guild Wars 2. The story you uncover on the Isle of Janthir will play out across 4 major releases, starting with the initial launch of Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds on August 20th, 2024. Wow, we have a date. August 20th. Let's go. And continuing to introduce content in quarterly releases through the first half of 2025. Each quarter of content also includes feature updates, new challenge group content, combat system updates, and more. Oh my goodness, look at how beautiful this is. Look at these like vibrant reds It's raining. So this is the little bear village. It's a little Kodan. I'm gonna call them Bearkin. It's so pretty. My sky scale is gonna fly up there. Ooh, oh, these like dead. These like the bones of dead things. Looks like this whole freaking map is like raining and I love it. Oh my gosh. Look at like the mist. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't think this is on the main page yet. You can get to it through the store if you go to the store page. The Kodan City will probably be our new hub. Yeah, probably. Look at this little like little greenhouse almost off the side. Oh my gosh. What's this like out front? Is this like a garden? Thank you, Ren. Thank you so much. Oh, actually, let me real quick. Come on. Give me one sec here. Let me change my commands. I can't do this shit on stream. I'm sorry. I don't know, pin that or reword that and put that at the top. There you go. just make it manually. I ain't changing my commands right now. My brain can't process anything at the moment. God bless you, mods. Home Sweet Homestead. Your journeys will lead you to your own homestead, an account-wide personal housing instance for you to develop as you complete its associated mastery. Homesteads present you with an area of land and a permanent structure to cultivate, decorate, and share with your friends. You can also access nodes and unlocks you've acquired for your personal story home instance in your homestead. Perfect! Before we launch on August 20th, we'll be back to share loads more information and a look at homesteads decorating. Oh my goodness, they are doing it. Amazing. Oh, wait, is there more pictures? Oh. You get your little rooms. Oh, you got the quagga on the bed. Look how pretty this stuff is. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's good. Oh my gosh. Yes, it looks so good. Little rug under there. Give us the Sims in Guild Wars 2. Hopefully with this homestead unlock, light gliding will eventually move over to the core game. See, I would think that this is something you'd have to have Janthir Wilds for, which is crazy to say now and is weird to say. Oh man, there's so much with all of the assets they have in the game over the past 10 years. There is so much they could give us. Is there a woohoo option? Stop. Oh my god. Spears, new weapon for all professions. Okay. And I can see that lore-wise because it's like based on it looks like these Kodan use the spear, so like everybody's going to be able to use the spear. That's cool. That's totally fine. I was wondering if it was like an underwater weapon thing, like, you know, all of the underwater weapons were gonna come to the surface, and like, you know, three professions would get one, and three would get another, and three would get the other. But this is all. I love this. Time to craft your legendary spear, right? No, this is awesome. I love that it's with the lore. Like you're learning to use that Kodan weapon. And the effects looked amazing. The effects on the spear abilities looked so cool. Man, time to look at spear skins. Learn the secrets of the spear from the Lowland Kodan. Lowland Kodan, that's kind of weird to say. Spears, which were previously only used in underwater combat, will now have all new skills for each profession on land. Some professions wield spears as formidable melee weapons, while others hurl them at range with devastating accuracy. Please, please let the Guardian have a ranged spear and throw it overhead like a paragon from Guild Wars 1. Please. Basically a javelin. Please. Spears can be used interchangeably in the aquatic and terrestrial weapon slots, but you will need to equip multiple spears to use them in both locations. Okay. Yeah, one of the post-launch releases will also introduce a new legendary spear to acquire. Any unlocked spear skins in your wardrobe will work for spears equipped on land. Yes, very nice. Very nice. Peach, please let me shoot spears with my longbow. No, the Paragon animations in Guild Wars 1 were so cool. Paragon was like my second favorite class in Guild Wars 1, which is kind of like why I'm a guardian in Guild Wars 2, is because I was a monk main, and then I was like secondary a paragon, and a guardian is kind of like those two combined. And the paragon had this amazing animation, like their battle stance was them holding their spear. They used spear and shield, which guardian can also use. And they held the spear over their head and then like threw it like a javelin, and then it would just kind of magically reappear in their hand, but they would like throw it. And I loved the animation. It was just so cool. So that's what I'm hoping for Guardian. Raids and encounters, like raids. Additional challenging encounters will become available alongside new story chapters in the 3 major releases that follow Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds in the first of these releases around November 2024. You'll get to challenge a new raid comprising 3 encounters. The story of these encounters will be accessible in 2 ways: through a classic 10-player raid instance, our 8th raid, or with large groups in open world events. Oh, the Convergences system will also be extended to the region of Janthir, including Janthir-specific enemies. The following major release, coming in the first quarter of 2025, will introduce a challenge mode and legendary challenge mode for the raid. Wow, nice. Legendary challenge mode. Let's go. And in our final major release for Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds, we'll add a new fractal and its accompanying challenge mode. Very nice. Ooh, the story of the raid will be accessible in open world events. Wow. Synchrony! Thank you, Janthir Wilds Ultimate acquired. That's right. Remember that the Ultimate Edition comes with 4,000 gems, and it's basically for the price. It's basically like getting the gems for half price. I didn't even look, actually. Okay, so $24.99 for the standard, $49.99 for the deluxe, and $74.99 for the ultimate. There you go. Ah, look at the nice little compare button right there. Yeah, so standard, you get you get Janthir Wilds, you get a shared inventory slot, a max level boost for the standard. For the deluxe, you also get another character slot, a Wayfinder's versatile table homestead decoration, an Eldritch Horror Infinite Gathering tool. Infinite Gathering tool is nice. And an identity repair kit. And then for the ultimate, it's $25 more, but you get 4,000 gems, which is a $50 value. So by paying $25 more, you're getting 50% off gems. So if you're gonna spend gems anyway, and you have $74.99 right now, it's definitely worth it to get the ultimate, because you're going to be buying gems anyway, and this is the cheapest you can ever get gems, is when an expansion comes out and you buy this ultimate, you get them for 50% off. That's how I have like all my gems, is getting the ultimate edition. So and if you pre-order, you get the pre-order bonuses, that you get a weapon and I think a shoulder piece. You still need infinite gathering tools. There you go. There you go. The deluxe edition will get you the gathering tools. Yay, y'all! Yeah, 4K gems by itself is $50. Thank you, Ghana. So it's half off those 4,000 gems by getting the ultimate edition. And that's not something that you can like get later. That's only available by buying the ultimate edition of the expansion. Fayus! Hi, Fayus! You're here. You're here. We're just nerding out. Yeah. How will we get the decorations? I think they would be foolish not to sell some in the gem store, but you need a bunch of them to be available in game, obtainable, right? So I think it'll be a mix of both, for sure. Wild Warclaws! Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds features the Warclaw mount with new mechanics. Previously only available through World vs. World, the Warclaw will be introduced to players in the story of Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds, including new skills for PvE play. At the same time, we'll be revisiting the Warclaw's World vs. World skills to provide a refreshed experience that builds on what we've learned about mounts since first implementing the Warclaw. Oh my god! PvE Warclaws! That's brilliant! That's brilliant! Let's go! That's perfect! Look at that guy! Look at that boy! So now we have our Jackal puppy mount, and we have our Warclaw. Look at that big tail. We have our Warclaw kitty mount. Because they never gave us like as much stuff for the Warclaw, because like while you can use it in PvE, once you earn it in World versus World, they're like, it's just not like meant for PvE. So it's like its ability, it doesn't have any like special abilities in PvE. So like you're much better off using literally any other mount in PvE. So this is amazing! They're gonna make the Warclaw PvE viable. We can all run around on kitties. That's amazing. We're gonna see so many kitties. Will Warclaw skins you've gotten work in the PvE Warclaw? Yes, it's the same. They're just reworking this mount. It's not like a different mount. So yeah, all of your skins that you've unlocked will work with this. That means we're getting more kitty skins. Yeah, the Warclaw is like some of the skins for it are amazing. So you like there will be new skins to earn. They're gonna start releasing new skins for it. There are gonna be some really amazing kitty skins for the Warclaw. We need the Pizok mount. Yeah, exactly. There's no reason to use Warclaw in PvE except if you just want to ride around on a cat. Like there's no advantage. I assume it's like the Sky Scale and Soto. It'll get expanded, but nothing you already had will be lost. Exactly. Thank you, Alaska. Thank you so much, everybody, for purchasing the expansion through my link. Purchase it through somebody's link to support them, please. Thank you so much, y'all. Jarchona says, I love cats. It's not fair. Now I need this expansion. Rewards. The launch of Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds. And I gotta say, the more I say Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds, it really like is very nice to say. Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds. Guild Wars 2 Wilds of Janthir. Both are nice. The more I say it, the more I really like it. Like it kind of flows. I still wonder what like the hashtag's gonna be. I still think it could maybe be like jaw. They could do jaw. Makes sense. The launch in each of its major releases will include a Wizard's Vault seasonal refresh that introduces new objectives and rewards. At launch, players will be able to work toward 2 new armor and weapon sets, as well as several other cosmetic rewards. More cosmetics will be available in the following major releases, including a legendary spear and a legendary backpack. Another legendary backpack? Oh, look at this environment, dude. Look at this environment. You got a niece. Queen Jenna is here. This is some kind of council. Bram! Look at this Asura, like, can't even reach. Put this Asura, you step on those books. There's a Tengu. Frode's here. I think this is the commander stand-in. I don't know who this is. Who's this? Oh, you can't see. We've seen Kaith, we've seen Bram, Anise, Jenna. Oh, is Isgarin revealing the existence of wizards? Oh my god. I think he is. Oh. Guild Wars 2 website homepage lists 2 new blog posts, but they're errors. Oh no, give him time. Give him time. There's a lot going on. Where'd my cam go? There it is. We need more Timey. That doesn't mean Timey's not in it. This is beautiful. Look at this. Look at these windows. This is so pretty. Oh, I love this whole aesthetic. Look at this. Look at this library. I'm gonna make one of the rooms in my house like a library. You want Isgarin's outfit? Don't we have something like Isgarin's outfit? Something similar? It's coming out in August. August 20th. August 20th for this expansion. You can pre-order it now and get all of your pre-order bonuses. If you order the Ultimate Edition with the gems may take a little bit to come through. You should get your stuff like as soon as you apply your code. The gems can take up to like a day or two to get mailed to you or to get added, but they will. That's just always been the case. Yeah, it'd be nice if they had something to do with air. Air was close with the Kodan. Yeah, I hope that's like that kind of lore is addressed, just mentioned. That would be very nice. This could be the guild headquarters in LA. Oh, is it? Is it? Is this not new? I have no idea. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. Boop. Excuse me. Here's your minimum system requirements. Okay, now I want the blog post. Now I want all the info. Look at this serpent stuff. The serpent stuff is... Look at the 2 serpents, like twin serpents. How's that gonna come in? It's very... It like reminds me of dragons and Suwan, which is odd. I guess Cantha too, which is, again, odd. How is that gonna come into... How is that related? I'm a little confused on that. I guess we'll find out. Oh my god, let's watch this again. Ah! Janthir Wilds. Wow. Hey, Tegas! This is it. This is it. This is the new trailer.
It may be dangerous, but this place... Oh, it's
Hey.
stunning.
Think there are any white mantle left in the area? I've heard enough rumors.
Janthir.
Look at
The
that.
storm looms over that place. That is not a territory I wish
Look
to
at how
cross.
pretty that is.
My bear kin have lived in Janthir long
I love
than
his
your cities
voice.
have stood tall.
I love the music. Don't kill the wolfies.
Is this...
Wow, that's so cool.
Surely the strangers do not walk among all lands.
A false god!
Ah, the music is so, like, tribal. Bear Kid. Bear Kid! Yeah, we'll have to see how much of Janthir we go into. Aw, Mitchum. You think that was Matt Mercer as a bear? I don't know, maybe. It was very deep. This will be the first time engineers will be able to use a spear. Who was standing next to the commander at the end here? I think that's just other players. Like representative of other... That's my guess, is nobody in particular, but it could be somebody. I just thought, you know, team up with other players to fight the big monster. Oh, and then I keep forgetting to let this play.
To me. But perhaps it
I wonder how big the
can
lands
be
around
for
it's
you.
gonna be. That's the, like, glass is so pretty. Oh my god. Janthir is north, east of Divinity's Reach. It's at the top. It is! Players housing! They did it! They did it, Tagas! Housing! They did it!
It may be dangerous, but this place... Oh, it's
Ooh, there's a
stunning.
new, Black Lion...
Think there are
Weapon
any
set?
white mantle left in the area?
Okay, now we have to go through this, like, frame by frame. Rain. First of all, the entire trailer, it's, like, raining, which makes me so happy. The storm. Oh my god, this music. Oh my god. See, this is like we're going, like, across the ocean, so I wonder if it is going to be, like, way north? Yeah, I'm curious about that, Talus. Is each mini expansion gonna get a homestead? Like, is that like we're gonna have this, like, lowland Coden themed homestead, and then, like, next, is it gonna be like the guild hall, and so then, like, next expansion we get, like, a different themed homestead to decorate? I wonder, are we gonna have multiple? Like, I can't imagine that they introduce freaking housing and then the only place you ever get to decorate is this lodge. Like, there's, you know, you need other themes, but I could see if there's, like, one per expansion, right? Ambrosia, welcome back. Building a new homestead per expansion might be a lot of work for the future. I mean, once you have the infrastructure in place to, like, purchase and place your decorations, I mean, I know there's more to it, but, like, you just make a new location and then you apply those same systems that you've developed to the new location, just like a new guild hall, right? And then it's like, you know, they reveal the next expansion and it's whatever, you know, a medieval castle, and everyone's like, oh god, you know, if anything, I want my new home, my house to be a medieval castle, so I'm gonna buy the new expansion, right? Let me let the alerts play. I have had these paused for a while we were freaking out. Thank you, Candy Ice Blue, thank you so much for the 6 months. Oh, the serpent weapon set could be a reference to the big bad in this expansion.
Here for 1 year. Stabby, stabby, stabby.
Stabby, stabby! Rominus, thank you for the 1 year! Exclamation point postcard. You can grab your, postcard if you want. Thank you so much. They did stop building guild halls, but, the homesteads are a lot smaller. It's gotta be easier to make the little homestead than an entire guild hall. What's the best bargain in the release tiers? It depends on what you want for your money. So you can compare them right here. So basically, so the standard is just the expansion, and with like a couple things like shared inventory slot, max level boost. The deluxe comes with the deluxe is $25 more. It's $50, and it also comes with an additional character slot, a decoration for your homestead, infinite gathering tools, eldritch horror themed, and an identity repair kit. So you get all of that stuff for $25 more. And then for $25 more for $74.99, you also get 4,000 gems, which is a 50% off gems. So that's $50 worth of gems for $25 more. So if you spend gems, if you buy gems and buy stuff from the gem store regularly, it is absolutely worth it to get this the Ultimate Edition because you are gonna save $25 on the gems. So if you buy gems, go for that. Hey James. Serpent stuff makes you think of the world serpent and the Norse influences, but Jormag was already named after the world serpent. Yeah, they said there's going to be a new legendary spear. Not in the first release, but in one of the subsequent ones. Wonder if we'll be able to pick where to place things like in a guild hall. I think that's the point. It's just like the guild hall system where you can decorate it and place stuff wherever you want. It'll be that. For sure. New specializations, no. There's not going to be new specializations. They are adding the spear to every profession. Is getting the spear, which comes with new abilities. And we saw those in the trailer. We saw some of those. So that's what we're getting. Just like in Soto, we didn't get new specializations. We got every profession got a new weapon. And so that's what they're doing in this one as well. They're just making it something that hasn't been on land anymore, which is pretty cool. And it said that some professions will be melee, some professions, will be ranged. Every profession is going to use it differently. Should I get the previous expansions like EOD and Soto, or just get Wilds? Again, that's up to you. Why do you play Guild Wars 2? Do you play it for the story? Do you play it for the features? Then get the expansions with the features that you want. That's up to your play style. I mean, obviously getting everything will then give you access to everything that you could want. And there's no sub fee. If you're new to Guild Wars 2, this game does not have a subscription fee. So it's buy once, play forever. Stabby Daredevil, yes. Oh, in the last expansion, they not only added a new weapon to every profession that it previously couldn't use, but they also opened up the elite specialization exclusive weapons to any elite specialization in that profession. So for example, my dragon hunter, I play a dragon hunter because I love using the longbow. Now I can be any guardian elite spec and use the longbow. I could just be base guardian and use the longbow. So that was another thing that they opened up, new combat options that they opened up in Soto. Keep forgetting about that. Because I just stayed on my Dragon Hunter. I'm married to the Dragon Hunter. That's the biggest thing about the older expansions, Favorite Drow, is the big expansions, Heart of Thorns, Path of Fire, and End of Dragons. Those give you elite specializations, full much more of an upgrade, a different way to play your class. So if you're a mesmer, you know, EOD gives you what access to the virtuoso, and Path of Fire gives you access to the chronomancer. I probably might be saying that wrong, but you know, each one is going to give you the unlock of that for your profession, which then you can take anywhere. No new elite specs this expansion. No, everyone's getting the spear. I played Willbender. I did. I played Willbender for a minute. I gave it a shot. Your pre-purchased gems. Oh, your gems got delivered immediately? Awesome. Yeah, it's not a guarantee that it's going to take a day to get your gems, but it can. It depends on like payment processing. So if you don't get your gems from the Ultimate Edition right away, don't panic. They're coming. But you should get your bonus items right away. So you'll get the, you know, well, not the table, obviously. I mean, it might show up, but, you know, obviously you can't use that until you actually have the housing. But, like, you'll get your character slot, and you know, if you pre-order, you'll get your weapons and stuff like that. Saving your gems till launch. It'll be curious to see how they, you know, there's going to be Warclaw. There's going to be Warclaw skins. There's going to be some awesome cat skins in the gem store. You know, I'm very curious to see how they're going to do the housing stuff. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of stuff available in game for the housing to earn. But the question is, how much of it are they going to put then in the gem store? Are they going to give us different themed stuff in the gem store? Certain, I don't know, can you buy another room? I don't know. Oh, check the gem store. There we go. Let's log in. Wait. Let's go. They can make a killing on the gem store with housing items, exactly. No playable Codan, no playable Codan, sorry. Oh, we are downloading an update. When we pre-ordered Hot, we got the glider skins without gliders, right? Right, yeah, so you'll get it, you just won't be able to use it. Yeah. Oh, congratulations on the expansion announcement, Bog. I know Pax was here. Congratulations, Pax. Why can't I play as a Quaggin? I mean, there's a Quaggin tonic. My game's updating. Oh, there's a new Warclaw skin available now. Yes. Yeah, exactly. My muscle memory is Dragon Hunter, so. Yep, saving gems for the anniversary. Yeah, there might be like anniversary sales and stuff. Well, there will be like, I mean, all the new expansion stuff. Did buying the new expansion here unlock previous ones, or was that only part of a collection? No. Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire, the first two expansions, are bundled. So if you have Path of Fire, you have Heart of Thorns. If you have Heart of Thorns, do you get Path of Fire for free? I think if you have Path of Fire, you get Heart of Thorns for free. I forget, but those are the only two that kind of work together. The rest of them are separate purchases. Bye, Turtle. Thank you for geeking out with us. You're gonna save your gems. Yes, save your gems for swimwear. Swimwear is coming later this month. Blog posts are coming. I think that's the case, Autumn. Yeah. If you have Path of Fire, it will give you Heart of Thorns for free. But if you only have Heart of Thorns, it doesn't give you Path of Fire. Oh my gosh. Oh, Dragon Bash. That was instant. Full disclosure, thank you, ArenaNet, for sending Peachy Janthir Wilds Ultimate Edition for free. I love you. I would not be here without Guild Wars 2. I would not be here without ArenaNet. I would not be here. I would not know probably 60% of you if it was not for ArenaNet and Guild Wars 2 and this game. Seriously, I wouldn't know Bog. I wouldn't be anywhere near where I am today without Guild Wars 2. And knowing ArenaNet and having the relationship with ArenaNet has really been the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me, like, as a gamer, because they're freaking amazing just as people. And it's like not just Terralyn, thank you so much. Thank you, Josephel, for gifting that sub to Terralyn. No, like in all seriousness, like it's the most rewarding relationship I have ever had with a game studio, it's hard to comprehend to this day, like, how incredible this all has been. It's surreal. It's surreal. And just for what? For loving a game? Because I love a game, and I decided to share that love with all of you, and you all decided to watch. Blog posts are up. All right, let's go. Festival of the Four Winds. When is that? Yay! Congrats, Bog! Congrats on getting those blog posts up. Take a breath. Take a much-deserved breath. I still haven't peed. It's been an hour. So, as you can see, the Ultimate Edition of Janthir Wilds comes... And I think this is... was this for the pre-order? I think this is for the pre-order. Whispering Serpent's Pauldron skin and a Serpent's Wrath weapon skin choice box.
All mine.
Oh, and we got our shared inventory slot. Now I just have to extend my inventory again across the screen because now I have another shared inventory slot. And now I have 3 level 80 boosts that are just kind of stuck there forever. We love it. So, Serpent's Wrath weapon skin choice box. Let's take a look at these. This is for pre-ordering, right? Ooh, let's make these bigger. Hold on. Aha! Shiny. Oh, here we go. Oh, let me move my camera. Level 80 boost my key farm, yes. Oh my god, I have so many, like, level boosts. Level 80 boost available. There you go. I know, I have 3 of them. Because I already have 1 million characters at level 80. You use the 80 boost on 80 characters? Because that doesn't it, like, give you stuff, too? Yeah, I have 1 million characters. Not all of them are at 80. I just pretty much only play my main now. Iridescent, it's pinned at the top of chat. You can also type ! Guild Wars 2. And it's the second link. I wish I could give you my 80 boost. So here is the axe skin. That is so shiny. Look at that. I'm very curious to see what is the lore with this Suan looking. It looks like a Suan, like a water serpent baby, like a tadpole. A Suan tadpole. Ooh. So you get your choice of one of these weapons. Ooh, that's pretty. Sorry, my pink doesn't match it. Doesn't it look? It's like it looks like a water serpent, right? It's the second link, Thomas. The first one is the free-to-play link, as it says. Here. There. That's probably what you did. So yeah, when you click that link, that's my referral link. It'll take you here, and then you just go to the like buy page here. Then Janthir Wilds is right here. Oh, it is? I don't know why it's telling you to log in. It should be taking you right to here. This is where it goes when I click it. I'm not sure if it's taking you somewhere else. Not sure why it would be doing that. There's a spear in the Dragon Bash annual reward box. Perfect. Bye, Miss Michelle. Thank you for being here. You can use the extra character slot and make the 80 boost. Do the first story, get the free key. Right. Excuse me. There's a short bow. Woo. Oh, that one's like got the octopuses on it. That one's not even a serpent. That one's the octopus. Or like a squid. I like all the swirlies. Oh, there you go. Okay, cool. Thanks for trying it again, Thomas. Thank you, Iridescent. Bought the Peachy Ultimate Edition. Thank you so much. Eldritch Horrors. This is like the Eldritch Horror expansion. What are we going to be fighting? That is cool. Focus. Ooh. It looks like an egg. It's like a pot. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh my god, that's the focus. We're fighting Cthulhu. It is the Old Gods expansion. Oh my god. We still have to, there's so much. We still have to go through the trailer, like, frame by frame. You're calling it so Tekka awaits after this expansion? It could be. It could be. And we're getting swimsuits. Great sword. Nice. That, man, you shove that in the big monster, it's not coming back out. Hammer. Mace. Ooh! The Eldritch Horror Mace. It's the octopus mace. I'm gonna beat you with the octopus. You want to romance Cthulhu? Valid. Man, these are like Eldritch Horrors. What the heck? Oh my god. Janthir Bay is huge. Yeah. That was a big shank, a really big shank. The Mersad are heavily inspired by Cthulhu mythos, and this is where they came from, so the living world could be starting to deal with them. Yeah. That's a cool rifle, right? Oh my god. Oh my god. Scepter. Ooh. Ooh, I love that. Oh, I love that. That's so cool. Like a helix. Oh, yes. That's my favorite one. That's amazing. Shield. Very cool. They do look like brains. I don't like that part. Spear! We're gonna start seeing spears again. That's wild. Wow. Spears are so cool. Staff. Ooh. He's like holding a conch. He's holding a shell. Sword. Whew. Once again, that is not coming out the same way it went in. That is rude. Dang. Torch. Ooh, like the blue and green flame. Not yet. With the new expansion, we'll be using them on land. I feel like they got increasingly octopus themed. Yale, thank you. Ultimate edition purchase. Now you just need to start on Secrets of the Obscure. I definitely think you're gonna have you're gonna have a much better time playing Secrets of the Obscure all at once, especially the Nios patches. The third map, because playing it every 3 months, it was very broken up and they seemed very small, but I think playing it all right in a row is going to be like much better, so I hope you have a good experience with it. Very nice. I'll of course never make a decision on which one I want. The main announcement blog post has 2 new pieces of information compared to the story page. Okay. Colomancy, thank you. Got myself an Ultimate Peach Janthir. I love you guys are calling it like the Peach Ultimate Edition. Okay, Alan, did you? Okay. Peachy, which new main should I choose moving on from Wizard Elementalist from the last one? Well, you should obviously be the best profession, the Guardian. So... and then you can choose from there. Willbender, Dragon Hunter. The other one. Yeah. I'm way too married to Dragon Hunter. Firebrand. That's the other one. Firebrand. Yes, Firebrand actually is super awesome, especially in raids. I played a Firebrand in raids for a while, and it was insanely fun. The Dragon Brand, the Dragon Bender. Yes. Yes. Janthir Caprine Warclaw Mount Pack. Oh. 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 He's like Eldritch Horror-y. What is... he's got shanks on his butt. He's got a bunch of shanks. He's got... look at the hooves. That's a terrifying Warclaw. So you get all 3 of these? You get all 3 of these? Does he have a different tail? No, he has the same tail. This is like a... oh, did the lightning one. It's like a kitty goat. That's a Warclaw goat. You want a goat mount? This is a goat mount. All three for 1600. Puppies. I don't know what the word caprine is. Does that mean goat? I don't. Johnson, thank you. Got the Ultimate Edition through your link. I love that the gems went in right away. Yes, I've been seeing a lot of people say that they've been getting their gems like instantly. They do. They have little beards. Look at the little beards. These two look like they have different, like, coloring patterns. Like, this one's got, like, the stripes. It's got, like, the two-toned, fur. And then this one's more of, like a more solid color, I think is the difference between these two. So if you have different, options for coloring them. Nice. Is that the only new thing for today? I love this. Some Dragon Bash stuff. Zai Taffy Gobbler. I learned the word caprine working on this gem store blog. Think of it like canine, feline, bovine. Oh, is it caprine? Caprine? Ah. Caprine's son is a drink. That's Capri Sun. Oh yeah, and the new Blackline, the chest weapons. Oh, and I had another mail too. I'm sorry guys, there's so much. There's so much happening. Blackline chest preview. This. Someone said, oh, there's Black Lion. Is this new? Woo! Whoa! It's a mermaid tail on your back. We killed a mermaid and butterflied its tail. Whoa! Whoa! I'm a fish. I'm a fish. I love the color. I love the default colors. Little jewel there. They really made it look wet. They made it look like it's right out of the ocean. Why is this more water themed than an EOD? This should have been EOD. It's like Suwon. Like you took one of Suwon's little fins. Is that Suwon's tail? That is awesome. You can be the king or queen of the sea. Oh, it looks like a beta fish. Yeah, totally does. It's beautiful. I love to see how that is dyed. Can you do that from the preview window? My interface is all gigantic. Can you do like preview? Oh yeah. My interface is too big at the moment. Preview. Yeah, kind of like that. I mean, that doesn't look as good, but... oh, it dyed me too. Ooh, that's beautiful. I love that. That goes really well with, like, my pink, like the pink and the aqua. So that's in the Black Lion chest. Get some Black Lion keys open for that. And then I think there's a new Black Lion weapon set. I forget. Can I access that from here? Is there something that do I have a ticket? Do I have tickets in my inventory? Aha! I got all the things. Let's go. Ooh, what is that? So these are the new ones. Chromatic Assassin Axe. All these new things. Oh my goodness. Ooh! 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 What a cool effect! I wonder if that's got to change wildly under different lighting? I wonder? Or does it like glow? Like no matter what lighting you're in, it looks like that, so it could look like it's got like its own glow effect. Whoa! 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 Longbow. Ooh. Ooh, what a cool effect! That is super cool! It's like this rainbow, and I mean, it moves like this rainbow holographic neon effect. Whoa! You want that longbow? Everyone's saying, need! I must have these, need! Whoa! Now that's a shank! Look at that shank! That's a long shank! Is there gonna be a spear too? No. Oh, there is! There is! There is a spear! Oh my god, how crazy we're gonna start seeing spears. I love it. I love that is rainbow. That's a pride spear. Whoa. That looks so cool. Let's go back to, that dagger was freaking, oh my god. Focus. Whoa. Oh, dude. Slice somebody open with that focus. Oh, these are very sharp. Razor sharp. Whoa! That's the great sword. Oh my god. Looks like a, wow. It's like cyberpunk. Looks like a, what do you call it? I don't know. I'm reminded of like a very precise kitchen utensil. Yes, it's like cyber ninja weapons. Spear. Ooh, the hammer. That's a sharp. That's a great axe. That's not a hammer. Here, you want your great axe? Here's your great axe. Whoa. Mace. I can't help but think these are like subtle pride weapons. They're all like rainbow. Yes! So, some of them show like more colors than others, yeah. Pistol. Plus, it changes in the light too. It's not like... So I don't know if it'll change under different lighting conditions. Like if you go into a dark cave, is this gonna like glow? That I'm not sure. Oh man, these are like from the future. Wow, dude, look at the rifle. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. I was thinking Tron too. Scepter. Whoa! That's the scepter? That is the sharpest, shankiest. That is 2 shanks on a stick. That's the sharpest, shankiest scepter I've ever seen. That's a can opener. If you have one of these, you're contractually obligated to listen to the Tron 2 soundtrack. That's right. Oh, man. Wow. Wow. It's the Pride Shield. It's the shank set. Yeah, even the sword's gonna be shanky. This, oh my god, this staff is a scythe. Oh, scythe. Everything is sharp. Everything is sharp. Sharp, shanky, cyberpunk weapons. Peachy-chan approves. Oh my gosh. Can't figure out which one is the luminous longbow. What do you mean, which one? You can like right click and preview if you want to see it. That's what we're doing right now. Ooh, the sword. Welcome back, Calcius. Any more news? We have a blog post which I think has some more information. We got dropped with a lot of stuff. New Black Lion weapon set. I got my Ultimate Edition goodies. I think we have another mail to look at. We are taking our time and going through all the new stuff. Torch skin. Ooh, I love the purple flame. Welcome back, Eternal. Ram! Hi, Ram! Yes, we are going through all the new stuff. We got the new expansion trailer. We haven't even gone through that, like, and paused and talked every half a second. We're looking at these vaguely pride weapons. Just came out today. And the war horn. Whoa! 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 Look at the war horn. Even the war horn has a shank on it. All right, there we go. So that is the new Black Lion weapons sets that you can get for Black Lion tickets, and they're called Chromatic Assassin weapons. Holy heck. Oh, you got the chair. Let's go. Oh, I thought I sat on top of you. This is also in the Black Lion weapon chest. If you missed the cape, the freaking awesome cape that's in the Black Lion weapon or Black Lion chest, that thing we're sitting at is in there, and also this cape. This cape is brand new, just came out today in the Black Lion chest. The music in the trailer is so good. It's called Chromatic Assassin is the weapon set. It's for Black Lion tickets. The cape is very Suan. I love how wet it looks. It looks very freshly taken off of whatever giant eldritch horror we took it off of. Okay, so I got another mail. Here is... This is the stuff you get for buying the deluxe edition of the expansion. Eldritch Horror mining tool. Oh my god. Should we try out these Eldritch Horror mining tools? You get that, you get the all the bonus stuff you get right away. The expansion's coming out August 20th. But you get all of the little bonus stuff right away. Wayfinder's versatile table. Okay, this can only be used after Janthir Wild's releases. Let me put my interface back to normal. Gee, this is so cute. Okay, so let me go find some gathering nodes here so we can test out these Eldritch Horror tools. Here's a mining node. Let's see what's the best view here. Oh, did I play a flute? Wait, was I playing something? I heard the music. I play like a flute and it like summons a tentacle to gather. Here's some trees. Oh my gosh. But yeah, look at that. You play a flute and it summons the tentacle to chop the tree down. I love the flute. That's cool. So you get these with the deluxe edition of the expansion, and they're infinite mining tools. If you've never had the infinite mining tools before, they never run out. You never have to exchange them. Where's a gather? Maybe over here. Show these tools to Snargle, yes. Can you see them on the... Let's see. Find a, Hi. I'm gonna not help. Sorry. Here we go. Over here. I love that they're making Warclaw PvE. Oh, I get attacked by stuff here. It like wraps around and like pulls it out. Ah! Love it. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone.
There's one to remember me by.
Getting dailies. No, leave me alone. What about like the jade fragment?
For the white mantle.
Doo -doo 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 -doo. I like that. Oh my god, we're gonna get Snargle books. Eldritch Horrors, we're definitely gonna get Snargle books. An Eldritch Horror, or I'm calling it now, Lord Farron.
Mine. All mine.
Lord Farron and an Eldritch Horror. It's gonna be a Snargle book. I did not help with the event, sorry. Yeah, I need. Yeah, I like that. It wraps around and pulls it out. That cape, I love that cape so much. Yes. All right. Was there anything else in game we had to look at? We looked at the new weapons, the new cape, gathering tools. Wasn't there like a pauldron or something? The serpents. Did I miss? This one. Whispering Serpent's Pauldron skin. This you also get, I think for pre-ordering. Ooh, that is super cool. I'm sorry it's hard to see on my Leggy armor. Oh, Jasfell has it on. Here. Yeah, so there, I don't know what I just changed in my... I was not paying attention. I don't know what I just changed. There's the pauldrons. That's cool. I like those. You got little friends. Little snacks. You got little snacks. Danger noodles. I love them. Man. Yes, we did look at the weapons from the deluxe edition. Yes, Farron's gonna commission that Snargle book. Yama! Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the 107 months,
New Guild
Yama.
Wars. I be excited.
A new Guild
Peachy
War is
hype,
so
Peachy
exciting.
fired up, Peachy well.
It's so exciting. Thank you. I should announce. Oops. Wait. I keep forgetting you can do, like, announcements. Yeah! There it is. Nice. Nice. Like an angel and a demon on the shoulder, right? Yeah, I like how they're, like, two different colors. Depending on how you dye. Oh, is the dye, like, can you dye them two completely separate colors? I suppose I can put mine on. Oh my god. I can't. And then dyes for the shoulders. I'm gonna do. Yes, you can dye them like completely different. Just to show the different dye channels here. There you go. So, so yeah. One dye channel is the base pauldron. One dye channel is the... Make this like a blue. There. So yeah, one's the base pauldron. One's the pauldron, like, border as well as the spikes on both. And it looks like, and the belly, this pink color, this first one, see, takes up a lot of, it's like the frame and then the belly and the spikes on both of the little serpents. But then the serpents themselves are separate. So you could make like one black and one white, have like a little angel, a little devil on there or something. That's cool. Yeah, the bellies are the same color. That. Oh, I love that. Ruby Storm says you're making me want to reinstall. I haven't played in a few years. Oh my goodness. Well, you have a lot of wonderful content waiting for you if you do. Awesome. Okay. All right, I think that's all in game. Just Ruby. Okay. Thank you. Narian says, I can hardly believe I found your channel back when it was just Guild Wars 2, no expansions, and it was still buy to play. Yes. Man, it has been a decade. Oh, what cape? What cape is this? It came out not too long ago. Is that a gem store cape? I don't know the name of it. Is it like the lace something? Isn't that pretty? It's a newer cape. It didn't come out today. Wait, I suppose I could search cape. This one? Delicate lace cape, is this it, I think? Yeah, that's it. Delicate lace cape, it's in the gem store. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I forgot about the inspect feature. You're right. You're right. Actually, I need to buy this. I want it. I totally forgot the inspect feature is a thing now. I'm gonna creep on Josephel. Yeah, so you can right-click inspect a player, and then you can see it's the delicate lace cape. That's how your gems vanish. Then you can right-click preview it on your character. Really nice. How are we dressing Strally up for Janthir Wilds? That's a good question. I can't wear my wizard outfit in the wilds. I stick out like a sore thumb. Yeah, I love this outfit, but yeah, it's not gonna fit anymore. So do we go back to our legendary armor or an outfit? We'll have to find something Janthir Wilds appropriate for sure. Look at this person living his best life. He's ready for the wilds. What even is the like tattoos? Serpent. I didn't know this was a thing. Oh, it's a gem store thing? Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. When did that come out? I've never seen that. That with the serpent? Is that new? Wait, is that new? Eldritch Strally. That looks very Janthir Wilds. No, because this would be the new stuff. They've been releasing this Raven stuff. There's legs too. I did not know that was a thing. Oh, is that you, Mitra? It came out a few months ago. It does look reminiscent of Guild Wars 1 monk tattoos, yeah. We are getting swim. Yes, we're gonna go to Janthir in the swimsuits we're getting in a few weeks. Yes. Yes. Save some gems for swimsuits. You saw it in Instabot. Yes. Yes. You are the old fire god. All right, I really have to use the restroom. It's been an hour and a half. So let's take a quick break, refill your water, get up and stretch, and I will be back. And we will, there's blog posts I have not looked at all yet. And whatever else might be going on. I know you guys are yelling at me to go. Okay. Alaska. I think new housing is amazing. Amazing. I look forward to more information about all of it. All right. Quick break. I'll see you guys when I get back. Oh, I appreciate it so much, Lilia. Thank you. Every moment, y'all choose to be here and share your time and attention and hype and geekery with me is an honor. Like it's just like we're just like a big old family just hanging out and geeking and loving what we love, and that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And the fact that I get to share this excitement when something like, especially when something like this happens with y'all, is just so much fun. It's so much fun. Let me post in Discord real quick. I wanted to make my referral link available, as available as I can here. Because I know the frustration of going and looking for like someone's link to something and not being able to find it, so I want to make it like very accessible. Oh. Somehow you combine hype energy with cozy chill vibes. I'm very glad. That's neat. Yeah, no problem with that, Thomas. There will be a lot of details coming in the near future about all the features. I can't wait. I know! I'm so excited they're doing it that way. I haven't even looked at the blog post yet. Let's see. Let's do this real quick. Do 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 do. What? That wasn't right all this time. There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. 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 I'm, let's see. Guild Wars 2 is coming to the Epic Store. What? All 10 of them who use Epic. Oh. Wonder which professions will throw the spear. I know! I'm very curious. I want Guardian to overhead throw the spear so bad. Rocky Senpai! How you doing? So good to see you. All is well here. I hope work's been going good for you. I'm gonna hop out of game. Wait. 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 There's so much going on. My brain is overloaded. Wait, so we take off that, and then log out. There we go. And then my brain is on fire. Okay. Okay, so we looked at this page. Did Guild Wars 2 post anything? Ah! They changed it. Yay! Here it is. Spoiler housing. The house question mark. Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds lands August 20th. Get a taste of what kind of adventures await. Spoiler house. Man, they get you to watch with that. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. We still have to go through this trailer, like, slowly. Okay, congrats on the promotions, Rocky Senpai. Thank you so much for using my referral. Like, truly, thank you so much. ArenaNet's referral, is very generous, and, it helps us out immensely, when you pre-order through our links. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much, to y'all and to ArenaNet. Hey, Gran. So thank you so much to everyone who's chosen to support me by buying the expansion. Oh my goodness. Pre-purchase, important distinction here. Pre-purchase of Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds is not yet available on Steam. We are working to address this issue and we'll have it available as soon as possible. Yeah, keep in mind, if you don't have Guild Wars 2 yet, that Steam, buying Guild Wars 2 on Steam limits you just a little bit. You are locked to, like, buying stuff on Steam. The gem codes that, like, we have that were given to give away don't work on Steam. Stuff like that. You're still playing in the same game, in the same world, on the same servers with everyone. It's just a different launcher, but it does limit some of, like, your purchasing, and it limits your like I said, like, giveaways you can win and stuff like that are more limited through Steam. So just take that into consideration if you're considering where to purchase it. Oof, Talus. Oof. Yeah, everybody take August 20th off. I wish when you buy it, it would say that you used the referral. I'm always afraid it didn't go through. Yeah. They're pretty good at trying to, like, catch them all. But yeah, unfortunately, there's no, like, confirmation. There's nowhere that says, like, you're supporting this person. I wish there was, but there's not. But if you click the link, it tracks it. So you got back into Guild Wars 2 recently? Nice. Nice. Rocky, thank you. Thank you all so much. Okay, so YouTube link, okay.
Peachy love.
Game update notes for today. I'm assuming that's just in-game. Yeah, Dragon Bash, pre-purchase Janthir Wilds. Rocky, thank you for the 33 months. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. All right. Blog post beginning August 20th. Let's go. Okay. Okay, so this is the where's Bog? We got to the blog posts. Blogs. Um Ooh. I looked at the mounts in game, but I didn't watch oh, is this gonna be low quality unless I actually go to YouTube here? Here's the Warclaws. These are out today. If you didn't see the trailer for Janthir Wilds or the details, they are basically making the Warclaw mounts advantageous to use in PvE. Because the Warclaw was made as a world versus world mount. It's only obtainable in world versus world. Currently, you can use it and summon it and ride around on it in PvE all you want, but there's no like special PvE abilities for it like the other mounts. So it's just kind of like if you wanted to be on your cat mount, right? But in Janthir Wilds, they are giving the Warclaw PvE skins. I'm assuming, though I don't remember reading these words specifically. I'm assuming they're giving you a PvE way to unlock the Warclaw mount. That would only make sense. So Warclaw is going to be much more viable and useful in PvE after Janthir Wilds. There's probably like a mastery line associated with it. You can upgrade it and unlock the yeah, probably early on you can unlock it, and I wonder what it's gonna like, what's its like special ability gonna be, like how it's gonna get to like use the environment or another way to like get around. 9 days before Peachy Chan Day, yes. Woo! Oh, and the cape! Oh, that was so cool how it went into the cape. These gem store previews have gotten better and better. That cape is freaking amazing. Yes, the music is so nice. So nice. Alright, explore the wilds with the Janthir. Is it Caprine? I don't know how to pronounce that. Warclaw Mount Pack.
Caprine.
Venture into our new expansion. Oops, wait. Let me... Boop, there we go. We're going to be reading another blog post. There we go. Venture into our new expansion with new skins for your versatile Warclaw. These horned companions have the perfect temperament and fierceness to navigate the deadly terrain in your wild adventures. This mount pack contains the Highland Caprine Warclaw skin, striated Caprine Warclaw skin, and charged Caprine Warclaw skin. These staunch mount skins are available for 1,600 gems. The Warclaw mount will be featured in Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds and available for your PvE adventures. That's so smart. That's so smart. Because then you're not you're not making an entire new mount with entire new skins. Like, you're making new skins, but like it's the mount already exists. But you are like, you know, refreshing it. You're giving it more functionality in a game mode that didn't have, you know, in the game mode that was made for mounts, but this one wasn't made for that game mode, right? So to adapt it with the expansion is brilliant. Caprine's son. Black Lion chest update. Regal waves. Inside each chest, you're guaranteed to find a redeemable Black Lion statuette, a Gnash Blade, Dragon Coffer, and 2 common items. You also have a chance to find something rarer in the 5th slot, including special items, glyphs, and skins from the Shimmering Aurora weapon collection and the Snow Garden weapon collection. The Snow Garden? What's the Snow Garden weapon collection? I don't know what weapon collection that is. Exclusive item, Flowing Scaled Cape. The beauty of the pearly ocean embellishes this flowing cape. Become part of a regal sea fairy tale with its majestic splendor. Chromatic Assassin Weapon Collection. Cut down your enemies with precision and a dash of colorful flair. Your deadly mark will be punctuated with a magnificent rainbow spectrum. Oh, what? Wait, there's weapon effects on it? In battle? I didn't realize that. Wait, is that what that meant? Punctuated with a magnificent... Is that, or am I just, is that just because... Did I read that? Did I misinterpret that? Does it have like a trail on it? Maybe it doesn't. Like when you swing your sword, is there a rainbow? There are no battle effects. Okay. I read that and got excited. Okay, Bog got me falsely excited. Okay. Starting June 7th and continuing for the next few days, select unique armor skins will be 20% off, including the cat ear hood skin, shoulder scarf skin, immortal halo package, chaos glove skin, and many more. Dress fashionably with our incredible discounts. Returning, Copper-Fed Salvage-O-Matic, Silver-Fed Salvage-O-Matic, Rune Crafters, Salvage-O-Matic, and equipment template expansions are 20% off, and build template expansions are 40% off. All Dragon Bash items are 20% off until June 24th. Smash and salvage to your heart's content. There you go. So that's the gem store. That was me, Spec. Oh, Snow Garden is the holiday, 2022 said. Okay. All right, so now we've got announcing Guild Wars 2, Janthir Wilds. We'll watch this again and deeply analyze after. A fresh adventure is on the horizon. Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds arrives on August 20th, bringing with it another year of story chapters and content updates. Bristling with Mersat ruins and harrowing to navigate, the fabled Isles of Janthir have been carefully guarded by the wizards of the Astral Ward, and to most of Tyria's denizens, they are a distant legend. Interesting. So guarded by the wizards of the Astral, like very specifically, the Isles of Janthir have been guarded. I'm intrigued. I'm excited to hear that story. Like, you know, why exactly? Is it these horrors? Is it these eldritch horrors that are there and they want to protect Tyria from them and they've just kind of been like keeping them back? Or is it they wanted to keep people away for secret reasons? I'm excited to see how the wizards come into it. But recent events have inspired the world's leaders to create a Tyrian alliance and dispatch the Wayfinder to befriend new allies. Wow, we really just are like the Wayfinder now. Like the Dragon Saga, we were the commander, and now we're the Wayfinder. Even like back home. The Tyrian alliance. Wow. That was the, we saw that one screenshot of everybody, like, kind of standing around. You had, like, Queen Jenna, and Bram was there, and, like, Isgarin was addressing them, so Isgarin's gonna, like, talk to the world leaders. That is wild. Yeah, we saw Kaith in the trailer, Anise, yes, Anise and Queen Jenna. So I wonder if in the Soto finale, which by the way my reaction highlights are up from that. I just put it up this morning. I wonder in that Livy, we saw a note that Anise sent to Livia asking her to come back to Divinity's Reach, as it concerned something not bad, something good, about the Queen. So I wonder if at that point Isgarin and the wizards had already contacted them and said that they wanted to talk to them and form an alliance, and I guess reveal the existence of the Astral Ward. I wonder if at that point, they had already contacted the leaders, and Anise was like, "I'm gonna need some backup, Livia. You know more about this stuff, so can you come and probably advise all the friends, all the friends." I'm so happy to see friends again. I was I even freaked out when I saw Bram. I was like, "Oh my god, Bram!" So I'm excited to see some familiar faces. So much. There is a monster. Yeah, there is a big giant creature, this rock monster back there. I want to learn about them. We saw in the trailer, we saw rock monsters, fire monsters, all these glowing rock monsters, but then we also know that there's gonna we've seen themes of serpents and Cthulhu's, and it's what are we gonna get into? The Queen's never gonna have shoes, ever. As you seek out the Lowland Kodan, that is so weird to say. The Bearkin, I'm calling them Bearkin. Yes, they are like geodes. Yeah, they're almost like geode monsters. As you seek out the Lowland Kodan colony in Janthir, you will explore, fight, and learn more about the mysteries of Tyria's past. We've got a little bit of information to provide about some key features of Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds in this blog, and between now and launch, you can stay tuned for even more details. Yay! They're not going to blow their load all in one day and then leave us hanging with nothing for 3 months. Thank you. I very much appreciate that. Keep us hyped. Beginning August 20th, 2024, pre-purchasing any edition of Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds before the expansion launches at approximately 9 a.m. Pacific time on August 20th. They told us what time, for sure. Will grant you the Homesteader title, the Whispering Serpent's Pauldron skin, and a box with your choice of one Serpent's Wrath weapon skin. So that's for pre-ordering. Visit the official store page for full details on the items included in the Standard, Deluxe, and Ultimate editions. You can purchase Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds through the official store or from the in-game store, Steam, or official retailers. And you can get there through an ArenaNet partners link. Why did that say message? I know what I'm doing. But yeah, ArenaNet partners have referral links that help us out greatly when you purchase through those links. So whoever you want to support, go find their referral link and click through there. It'll take you right to the Guild Wars 2 website. It'll take you right here when you click that link, and you just click there, and it'll take you to the page where you can buy Janthir Wilds or the previous expansions. So down here, you scroll down, Janthir Wilds, Secrets of the Obscure, End of Dragons, Path of Fire, Heart of Thorns. You buy buying any and all of those supports us if you go through the link. So yes, pre-order. So to get the you get one of these weapon skins, you get these little serpent shoulders here, and the Homesteader title. In order to get that stuff, you have to pre-purchase it before 9 a.m. Pacific on August 20th. That's when it's launching. So as long as you buy it before then, you will get the bonus stuff. And then if you buy the deluxe edition, you'll get, more bonus stuff. And then the ultimate will also give you gems. A new adventure beckons. At the launch of Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds, you'll explore 2 new maps as you seek an alliance with the lowland Kodan who call the Isle of Janthir home. Master new ways to fight and explore and unlock a homestead, an account-wide personal housing instance of your own. Over the course of 3 quarterly releases that follow the initial launch, you'll have the opportunity to challenge new content, explore additional story in a 3rd new map, craft a legendary spear and backpack, and oh, I'm so excited to see the backpack, and obtain a new Wizard's Vault rewards, cosmetic items, relic effects, and more. Ooh. Yes! Yes, if you get it August 3rd, you're totally safe. You'll get those pre-order bonuses. Yes. I'm so excited for housing. Can you believe it, Nord? Can you believe it? It's going good. How are you? Oh my gosh. They did it. They did it. They did housing. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Homesteads. Look at all these little planters out here. Oh my gosh. There's a portal back here. Oh, it's so pretty. There's a little portal back here so you can see. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. There you go. So it's this little instance. Man, I actually like wasn't expecting it to be much more than like the house itself and maybe like immediately in front of it, but like this whole little area. And I wonder if you can like place stuff just wherever. There's a little garden back here. Now, they said that like the stuff that you have unlocked in your home instance, like the gathering nodes and stuff, will appear here as well. There's fishing. You're gonna make your house and never leave. What's gonna happen when future expansions? Will we get different homesteads that are more of aesthetic of other races? That's my guess. That's my guess. Is this is the one you get for this expansion, and next expansion will have a different aesthetic. This is beautiful. I love this little like rounded doorways, like a hobbit home. Yeah, and so because that's going to be like a new shiny, right? You spend a year decorating this place, and then in the next expansion they release something completely different, a completely different aesthetic of housing, and you're going to want that one, right? You're going to want that one. You're going to want to decorate that one. My only fear is that you had to choose between them. Like you can't have this one and the other expansion one, kind of like you can only decorate one guild hall at a time. I think that would be a massive mistake to make it that you have to choose. I don't know if there's technical limitations that might prevent that, but the more homesteads we have to decorate, that is, the more potential for people to buy more things. If you fill this one up and you love it and it's perfect and, you never want to let it go, it's, then you're done buying stuff, then they're not going to purchase anymore. But if you give them then with the next expansion a brand new one to decorate, they're going to want to buy all the new stuff, right? That's my thought anyway. Vervation, hey, we're going to Janthir. It's been one of your top 5 places to go in Tyria. Nice. Yes, it's gonna be. It looks beautiful. Kroof, what's up, Kroof? Oh my goodness. What's up, Kroof? Also, definitely check out Kroof's Guild Wars 2 videos and podcast. Kroof's on the Lightbringers podcast. Tengu, you want to go to the Tengu area? The Tengu area, like in Tyria, like next to Lion's Arch. As someone coming from ESO housing, I hope they follow the same route of folks having multiple homes. Yeah. I just think that would be best for business. Like I said, I don't know if there's technical limitations that would limit that, but definitely That would, I think, be the smartest thing that they could do. We are pumped for Janthir Wilds. Oh my gosh. Freaking land spears and housing. Holy heck. Where did I leave off here? We're excited to add our take on account-wide housing. With Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds, your journeys will lead you to your own homestead, an account-wide personal instance with a structure and land for you to decorate and cultivate. The homesteads feature is unlocked and developed through an associated mastery line and a place to express yourself, share space with your friends, and access nodes and unlockable resources from your personal story home instance. Before we launch on August 20th, we'll be back to share loads more information and a look at homestead decorating. Yes! Wielding spears on land. Previously only... I love how everything, like, thematically fits. Because you have, like, the, you have the spears, right? Which the bearkin, the Kodan, use. They use spears. So it's like, oh, we learned to use the spears from them, right? And so, like, I don't know. And then, like, just with the housing being very themed them, like, everything just seems on theme. It's like nothing's, like, kind of coming out of nowhere in my, like, it all feels like it fits, right? Like, with the Secrets of the Obscure, like, there wasn't really any, like everybody getting access to a new weapon, and, like, it didn't, I don't know. This like, it just feels natural for everybody to get the spear. It just, like, makes sense, and I really like that. Oh my, what? Previously only available for underwater combat, spears will now have all new skills for each profession on land. Spears can be used interchangeably in the aquatic and terrestrial weapon slots, but you will need to equip multiple spears to use them in both slots. The unlocked spear skins in your wardrobe will work with both versions, and if you've made Kamoholai Kotaki, the legendary spear, you can equip it through the legendary armory in either slot. Makes sense. That's one of the things with legendaries, is gives you that convenience. Raids, look at the bunny. Raids and encounters. Additional challenge encounters will become available alongside new story chapters in the 3 major releases that follow Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds. In the first of these releases, anticipated to release around November 2024, you'll get to challenge a new raid comprising 3 encounters. The story of these encounters will be accessible in 2 ways: through a classic 10-player raid instance, our 8th raid, or with large groups in open world events. I'm very curious to see how they're going to do this, because previously the raid story was only available in raids. And while they added the emboldened system, so they made raids more accessible to more people, this is the first time I think they're doing the story is available multiple ways. So you can still experience the story even if you're not a raider. And you don't even have to do, like, that super difficult, like, with the 3 bosses. Like, it'll be an open world event. That's very interesting, and I'm very curious to see exactly how they implement that. Yes, the logo is the spearhead. I love it. I love it. Quaggan themed house. Well, we did see a screenshot of, in the housing of a bed with a Quaggan plushie on it. So, hey, what's up, Mark? Did I check the second email? I did. Yes, that was the tentacle harvesting tools, and the thing for housing that we can't use yet, obviously, because it's for housing, the decoration. Thank you so much. Welcome, Hellmasker. The expansion's done. Yes. Welcome, everybody. Hellmasker, thank you so much. Thank you so much. How hyped are you? Oh my gosh, how hyped are you all? Welcome, everybody. I'm Peachy. If you don't know me, we're just going through the blog post, going through all the information. I'm just absorbing everything about the coming expansion. Thank you so much. Kitaria, welcome. Look at that raid. Losing our minds. We're just living in the hype. Giga hype. Yes. Yes. Freaking housing. Housing. New raids. Land spears. Bears. Bears. Warclaw. PvE Warclaw. It's all so good and it's all on theme. I love it. In Janthir Wilds, the Warclaw mount will be featured with new mechanics. Previously only available through World vs. World, the Warclaw will be introduced to players in the story of Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds. Oh, it's not even like... Well, I wonder if it's going to be like the Sky Scale, where it does, like, Soto did prompt you to do the Sky Scale, but, like, you didn't have to go through unlocking it if you already had it, and people already have the Warclaw. It's the same thing. So I'm guessing it'll be similar, where it'll prompt you to like do like a collection, a little quest to get the Warclaw if you don't already have it. But if you already have it, you can just go on. You'll probably either way have to do the mastery line in order to unlock its PvE abilities, because it's going to get added PvE abilities. So even if you already have it, you'll probably still have to go through that and level up the mastery to get it stuff. I wonder what it's going to have. Speaking of land spears, let me know if you know anyone who wants to buy a shark spear. There's going to be a new legendary spear. I love how frequent these expansions are. Long gone are the days of waiting years before a release. Yes, yes. I like this new cadence too. I liked you have your big expansion, but then you have the living world episodes between, right? But I don't think it was ever like, I don't know if it was ever as consistent as like you specifically knew when they were going to launch. Like you knew like it was quarterly. Like with Soto, they said it's going to be quarterly and every year we're going to have an expansion, and they have like they have stuck to that every quarter. You know, I was like, okay, we can count down our fingers. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you know, November is going to be the first release, and you know, February is going to be the second release, and they have hit that every time. And so it's nice to kind of know when they're coming. I'm glad the pricing isn't exploitative either. They could have gone $40 for the base game. Yeah, they're less than the other expansions were when they launched, but they are smaller. These are smaller than like Hot Paw or EOD. So it's, you know, yeah, it's nice that they lowered the price of it. If you combine the feature set between Soto and, what are we calling it? JW? That's so clunky to say. Janthir. They haven't given us like an official hashtag or an official like acronym. Like what Janthir? Yeah, Soto and Janthir, I guess Janthir Wilds. J-dubs. What? J-dubs. Guild Wars 2 J-dubs. That's what I'm calling it. What do we call it? Wilds? Janthir is such a huge part of the title. It's the first time they've used an actual location name in the title of the expansion. It's the first time they haven't used of. It's not Wilds of Janthir, which it could have been. It's Janthir Wilds, which I like. Every single time I say it, I like it better. But the acronym, you must say Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds in full every time. If I was getting paid for this live stream, I might have to, but I'm not. So, so yeah, sometimes in sponsorships, you're like, you have to say the full name, even if it sounds awkward. Jawi, Guild Wars 2 Jawi, Janthir Wilds, Guild Wars 2 Jawi. That sounds Star Wars to me. What J? You can't call it What J? Wilds of the Janthir. Jawi is cute. Oh, it sounds like a Star Wars creature. Guild Wars 2. Oh man, we're gonna have to see what like the community settles on for like the short way to say it. Gonna name your ranger pet Jawi. Jawi. Yeah, Jawa is a Star Wars creature. Exactly. That's why it just makes me think of Star Wars. Sure, Jan. Guild Wars 2 Jan. I can't keep track of what I've read. Yeah, Warclaws. Developing a new PvP mode. We've got one final thing to share for now. Oh, excuse me. Over the course of the coming year, we'll also be seeking input from the community on a new PvP game mode we aim to implement. We have a prototype of a map and mechanics that will be ready to start beta testing later this year, and we'll iterate on and refine that, taking into account your feedback on the beta tests. Okay, this is so pretty. Look at that. I love that it's raining in the map. That's beautiful. So vibrant. Reminds me of Horizon Zero Dawn, where you hide in the red bushes. No, absolutely. Take care, Hellmasker. Thank you again for sending over your community. Yeah, see you in Janthir! I'm absorbing every detail. Hi, El Trio. Think we'll get lore on the Eye of Janthir. Oh, for sure. For sure. You weren't kidding, were you? Guild Wars 2 is coming to the Epic Games Store. Guild Wars 2 and all of its expansions will be coming to the Epic Games Store. We're always excited for a new opportunity to introduce Guild Wars 2 to new players, and we're looking forward to welcoming in players with Epic Games accounts later this summer. Wow, good for them. Good for... I mean, Guild Wars 2 must sell well enough on Steam to make them think that it's worth it to take it to the Epic Games Store. Those 10 players who want to play on through Epic Games. Huh. Okay. Wow. So within like 2 weeks, Kingdom Hearts came to Steam and Guild Wars 2 went to the Epic Games Store. And a lot of big companies are doing away with console exclusives. It's almost like making games available to more players on more platforms sells more copies. Imagine that. More accessibility, huh? Sells more games? You don't say. Wild. Janthir wild. All right, again, you can visit the official store or click a partner's referral link to hop into the game to purchase the upcoming expansion, Guild Wars 2 Janthir Wilds. Between now and launch on August 20th, we'll be sharing additional information about the features and content like the new spear skills, homesteads, raids, and more. Raids? Zzz? Plural? I don't think that's more than one raid. Ooh, see, this is perfect. This gives us all kinds of new stuff to freak out over. And then, like, every couple weeks, every month, every whatever, you go more in depth about one of these features. Like, we're already freaking out about housing. You don't need to tell us every single little teeny weeny detail. On day one. This is so much to keep us talking about and hyping about. I've already seen so many people in chat saying like, oh my god, I haven't played Guild Wars 2 in a while, but I'm gonna log back in and catch up. It's exactly what we need it to be. And then they're gonna give us more information from between here and the expansion to keep us hyped, to bring us back, to get us talking about Guild Wars 2. That's exactly what the marketing needs to be. I'm So happy. Look at the bear! Look at the bear! I want to know, like, every room in the house. I'm obsessed with this little round door. I want to learn more about these guys. I want to know about the enemy. These look so cool. Why do these look so familiar to me? These look so... Are they like They were like Kralkatoric enemies with like the sharp crystals, but they made them rock. They look so familiar to me. Yeah, like elementals. All right, let's go back to the trailer. Is there any other posts here? They posted about that. Like. Excellent. Here we go. Here's the trailer. I feel like we've seen concept art of them. Yes. Yes. Destroyers are more round. Like, they're made of rock. They're molten rock, but I think they tend to be more round. Yes, I feel like I've seen concept art of them. Could be Titans related. Yes. Yes. I mean, we did see like in the background of the art, the concept art was like a giant one. Hold on. I need my own link. There's not, is there merch yet? There's no merch yet. Everything is on sale, though. Oh, sorry. I'm gigantic. Everything is on sale in the merch shop. So, go pick up, Soto stuff and just general Guild Wars 2 stuff. I mean, the Ritlock plushie's $15. So, everything's on sale. Even the Soto, collector's bundle is $50 off. So if you want your Paitha statue and you don't have her yet, she's only $100 now, as well as comes with this other stuff, the lithograph, the patch, and the little mini poster. Are they doing a collector's bundle? Now this doesn't come with the game, so they could release a collector something later. Where's our bear statue? You got the 20th anniversary art book because of me. Let's go, Talus. Can I get all of you to, like, can I get your testimonials? Like, all, like, a list of the things you've bought because Peachy? So, I think whether or not there's a collector's bundle for Janthir Wilds is going to depend on how well this sold. Which I'm very curious how well this sold. But you have to consider that at least when it first went up, we had no idea who this was. We had no clue who this was. So I think it's naturally not going to sell as well as like if it was a statue of Kaith or something. Did you hear that? Oh my gosh, yes. I want that Paitha statue, but I just spent $150 on the expansions. Oh my gosh. It's so good to see you, Psychiandra. Just a regular brown bear statue, like something I got from like a national park. Yeah. Yes. Everything in every expansion times 4 accounts because of Peachy. Wow. Oh my gosh. Bought a shirt on Etsy with the Guardian spec icons. Oh, that's so cool. I have not searched Etsy for Guild Wars 2 stuff. I need to do that. Okay, let's watch the trailer 100 times. And well, let's watch it and pause it every half a second. Let's watch it in full, and then we'll watch it and pause every half a second. while I eat my avocado. Because I haven't eaten anything today.
It may be dangerous, but this place... Oh, it's stunning.
Think there are any white mantle left in the area? I've heard enough rumors.
Janthir. A storm looms over that place. That is not a territory I wish to cross.
What do you know, Anise?
My bear kin have lived
His
in
voice!
Janthir longer than your cities have stood tall.
Is this...
Surely the strangers do not walk among all lands.
A false god!
Yeah, it sounds like a dragon. The animation on the
This
logo, I
place
love it.
is no longer home to me. But perhaps it can be for you.
That looks different. Look at the Logan. I just noticed the Logan picture. Oh my god. Can we put a picture of Logan Thackeray over our bed? No, wait, it's a mirror. Codicus had a mirror over his bed. And while he was laying in bed, he could look at a portrait of Logan Thackeray. That's what it was. He was a freak. Jinx Talus. We better be able to put a mirror over the bed.
It may be dangerous, but this place...
Oh, there's gonna be
stunning.
wolves, Ren. There's gonna be wolves.
Think there are any white mantle left in the area? I've heard enough rumors.
I'm not saying he didn't have good taste. Hi,
A storm
Sunny.
looms over that place.
Wow. I
That
wonder
is
how
not
involved,
a
like,
territory I wish to cross.
I wonder if Anise is gonna come with us. Probably
My
not.
bear kin have lived.
She's gotta stay with
in
Queen, right?
Janthir
So she's not gonna
longer
actually
than
come with
your
us.
cities have stood tall.
You can't stop watching the trailer. I know. The music is so good. I think so, Sakiandra.
Is this...
Yeah, he talks about a false god. That's so cool. That's gotta be the ranger one,
Surely
right?
the
That looks like
strangers do
warrior.
not walk among all lands.
A false god!
That Char is a new character. I love the waterfall. Ah!
This place is no longer home to me. But perhaps it can be for you.
This place is no longer home for me. Are we taking over someone's house? Who is that? One of the, is it like a old bear? How many rooms is this gonna have? Oh, that Char is Malice, Ash Imperator from IBS. Oh, okay. Okay. Now we pause every 2 seconds. First of all, the music is unbelievable. It's so good. It's raining. It's raining. I love it. I love rain in real life. I love rain in games. Rain is so relaxing. Put it at 0.25 speed. And we can't hear the music right. Ooh, look at like the sky. There's like colors in the sky. It's so pretty. Look at your bones. Look at all the bones, like a wasteland almost. And like the trees are very like sparse. It looks like something like came through here. And like all the mud on the ground from like the rain. Oh, all the fog and the mist. Oh my goodness. It looks so good. It's like perpetual thunderstorm. If it's like a perpetual thunderstorm in at least part of this map, I'll just live there. Do all my farming and everything there.
It may be dangerous, but this...
So that's Kaith talking. And we see Kaith in the trailer too. So so she's probably going to be adventuring with us.
This place... Oh, it's stunning. It
she
may be
say?
dangerous, but this place... Oh, it's stunning.
This place is stunning, and to have Kaith saying that, you know, because she's very plant, Sylvari, nature, and she's saying how stunning this very kind of untouched place is, which is so cool. Thank you, Talus. Thank you for gifting us up to iridescent. That's so nice. Petting the Peacock. Look at that Peacock. Malice, Kaith, Bram, Anise, and who's going to represent the Asura? Flunt. Yeah, no, we haven't, the only Asura I think we saw in all of the promo material here is there was an Asura that we couldn't even see because they were too short behind the podium in the shot with Isgar and like they're doing like the council, I think, forming the Tyrian alliance. What outfit is the NPC character wearing? I would not know. I don't know what outfit is this. Is this going to be? Is that a new outfit? Does anybody recognize that? I wouldn't know. Asura getting replaced by Kodan. All Asura. You can't make a new Asura anymore. Is that from Soto? Rift Hunter, something like Rift Hunter armor. Arcane Council, Rift Hunter. People are saying Rift Hunter armor. Yeah, this is Rox's outfit. I think these are just represent other players, is my guess. I don't know that for sure. I don't know if these are actual characters. This is the Wayfinder, because they, for each expansion, they change how the Wayfinder is like represented, which is your player character. So this is the player character for the Wilds trailers. Oops.
It may be dangerous,
No,
but
Flaunt.
this place, oh, it's stunning.
Think there are any white mantle left in the area?
So these are all like White Mantle ruins. We actually read about, we were reading the wiki, and I read some more about the wiki, because like there's so much lore. There's so much lore in this series. And there's a lot of White Mantle lore in Guild Wars 1. And they're Crichtons that worshipped the Mursat as gods and tried to like take over Kryta with the power of the Mursat. And then they got they got mostly wiped out. There was some raids that dealt with the White Mantle. I think Caudicus was a White Mantle, and tried to bring back who he thought was Lazarus, which was a Mursat, and which turned out to be not Lazarus. And then we met Maban in Soto, who was a Mursat. Because in Guild Wars 1, they were very much like the bad guys. So we Maban's like the friendly Mursat. But you know, now he's gone. So it's like, are there any Mursat? Are there any secret White Mantle skulking about? They're pretty much extinct. Right, he brought back Lazarus. It just wasn't the Lazarus he was hoping it was gonna be. So yeah, so we're gonna see a lot of like White Mantle ruins. Because Janthir is where the Mursat were like from. Like that was their homeland back when there was, a whole society of them on Tyria. They were focused in Janthir.
Think there are any white mantle left in the area? I've heard enough rumors.
Think there's any White Mantle. I've heard rumors. They've heard rumors there's still some White Mantle. I feel like, give it up, dude. If I met White Mantle up there, I'd be like, dude, just stop. You're done. It's over. It's over. Look at this. This is so cool. So my guess for this is that when the wizards, apparently the Astral Ward and the wizards are going to reveal themselves to us. And maybe this is like they bring down a small section, because they can, float around the wizard's tower and move stuff. So my guess is that this is kind of, they want a base in Tyria that Tyrians can go to. I love the giant chains, like holding it down. That is so cool. It's like an Astral Ward outpost. Yes, it's so cool. It's cool because it's so in stark contrast to the wilds, but it's like floating, and with the chains, it's very separate. It's very like this came down here, right? This planted itself into the wilds, right? Instead of like being built on the ground. I love how it's floating, like just like lore wise, you know? Like, and that's just kind of like more shows the power of the wizards. Like the wizards like, "Oh, we're just going to come and just float a city down and just tack it down here," right? Like I love it. I love it. Could be old Mersat construction in Janthir. No, this is wizards. This is 100% wizard architecture. So, yeah. So it's like they're down here. See, I was thinking like, oh, maybe this is so they can observe, but they observe from their home, from, you know, the tower and from Omnitas. So they wouldn't need something down here in order to observe. Like they observe all of Tyria already. So this is some kind of outpost, like, so we can convene with them. I'm curious lore wise why, well, I was going to say why they would choose to put it here if that's the case, but the blog post said that the Astral Ward is actually like protecting the wilds. I don't know if that's like trying to keep people out because it's got dangerous things. Maybe it is these Eldritch Horrors or these Titans or whatever, the big bad. Like they're trying to keep the big bad contained here. And so this is kind of like their base so they can do that, is my guess. Oh, Nerian, thank you. Yes, I just remembered that, Baldwin. Exactly. Isles of Janthir have been carefully guarded by the wizards of the Astral Ward. Yes, on second thought, I think that's what this is. This is, for whatever reason, they're guarding it. This is their base for the ones who are guarding it. Yeah. Perhaps the wizards and Kodan might be guarding a piece of the Bloodstone, which, by the way, were created by the Seers, and who's the only Seer we know of. Think it could bring the Bloodstones back into it? Maybe. Is that like the other floating castle from Guild Wars 1 lore? That's what Soto was about, was the floating wizard's tower. Oh, the Wizard's Tower was shown in chains and stuff in Guild Wars 1. Oh. That's right. I forgot about that. The Wizard's Tower in Guild Wars 1, which looked completely different than it does in Soto, was held down by chains. You're right. What if Janthir is tied to the redacted fractal? I think that would be amazing. I think that would be amazing. I love, by the way, hello, the lighting, the, like, look at the tree in the, I don't know how to make the YouTube interface go away. Maybe if I just don't touch my mouse. The tree in the foreground and like the blur effect on it and the details on the tree and the light rays coming down, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. They said they were putting in some type of new rendering system. It looks like they may have done it for the expansion. Yeah, this is gorgeous. All the fog and stuff in the other shots, like man, it's really, really beautiful.
A storm looms over that place.
Anise. Okay, she's here. So she's at this outpost. So she came, I'm assuming we're in the wilds. We're in the wilds here. So Anise, we saw Anise in one of the screenshots. We saw Anise with Queen Jenna in like a, it looked more like the Kodan type architecture. Someone said it might be that place in the like guild headquarters in Lion's Arch. I'm not sure. But she was with the queen and some of the like Bram and some of the other leaders. So maybe there's going to be a meeting there, and then Anise decides to come with us. She's like, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go to Janthir. And then she's in Janthir in this spot, in this shot, because you see the wilds behind her, and then she's in exactly. She's here. She's up here. So she's at least gonna come that far with us, if not travel with us the whole time. I love that she's in the field, but she still has her fashion. Mesmer's gonna fashion. That was the Guild Initiative headquarters in LA. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so the leaders are gonna meet there, and then for whatever we're doing, Anise is gonna come with us to Janthir. Maybe she'll stay. Maybe she'll stay in this place. God, this is pretty. Maybe she'll stay in this place. Maybe she'll come with us. I hope she comes with us. I love Anise is snarky. I like her. Is that a different outfit? I don't think so. I think that's her same outfit. Hey, FPS Monkey, thank you so much.
Anise, so we're getting licorice.
Anise! We're getting licorice! Thank you, FPS Monkey. Thank you for the tier 3. 104 months. Thank you, my friend. Well, she protects the queen. She's like the queen's number one. I think the little caplet thing is new. Okay, yeah, that could be. I was gonna say, her corset is the same. This could be new. Oh, it's not new either? Okay. We need more EE content. Yeah, that's what Mesmers do. They fashion. That's I love that lore about Gwen. I love that lore about Gwen. She when she was picking her profession, she wanted to be a warrior because she looked up to Devona and she really wanted to be a warrior like Devona, but she ended up choosing Mesmer because the outfits are prettier. She literally chose Mesmer because fashion. Even though she didn't even want to be a Mesmer. So good. A good choice. A good choice. She was right. Well, in Guild Wars 1, you can cross-class, so she could be a Mesmer warrior. Right? Fashion war. Gwen went full-out fashion war. Ooh, we'll get to try out the new spear on June 27th. And June 27th and the 30th, we get to try out the spear. Really? They announced a beta? Nice. Wing! Hi, Wing! How are you? You too chose Mesmer because fashion. Oh, Mesmers definitely have the best fashion. For sure. I tried playing a Mesmer in Guild Wars 1 and it wasn't my favorite. They're much cooler in Guild Wars 2. Hi! From the wiki. Oh, the wiki says there's a beta for the spear? What did you do?
A storm looms over that place. That is not a territory I wish to cross.
Okay, here's another thing that's, this close-up of her speaking.
Storm looms over that place.
This is freaking, like lip-synced to what she's saying. Is this gonna be in the episode, or is this just in the trailer? Please put this stuff in the episode. You don't need this, like, cinematic, widescreen cutscene with all these effects over it and all of this stuff. Guild Wars 2's been like, doing these cutscenes where they're, like all, got all this stuff. Like, I don't know if this is that same thing, or if this is... Do this! Do this.
A storm looms over that place.
Do this. Do this. This is amazing. This is so good. Like, can we acknowledge, like, this is a special shot of her talking with, like, lip sync and stuff. This better be in the episode, because they've done this before where they put stuff like amazing stuff like this in the trailers, but then it's not in the episode. Like, this is so good right here. These close-ups of the characters. Final Fantasy 14 does this. No, Wing! Oh no. Sorry. Wing what? Like I'm honestly not either, because they've done this before where they give us these really cool shots in the trailer and then it's not in the episode, and it makes me mad because this is so good. Yeah, I know it is mostly trailer only, and it's like, why do this? Final Fantasy 14 does that where, like, when the characters are talking, when it's like important stuff that the characters are talking about, they, you know, it's not some like special cutscene with like rendered everything and special mocap, but they do put the camera on the character. They put the camera on the character model, and it's just the talking emote, but it's a close-up of the character who's talking, or like what they're looking at. Like there's camera work, right? And it's very simple, and it's very like, you know, just going from character to character, but it draws you in, rather than I'm just standing here and the characters are like speaking around me and I've got to like awkwardly walk around and like look at the character. And granted, it lets you do whatever perspective or pay attention to whatever you want to do. It allows you to move through the space. Like, this is technology that they introduced in Heart of Thorns, where the characters, including your own, will talk in the environment, and like that's amazing. Like, that technology and that ability is incredible, and it has been since Heart of Thorns. But sometimes I feel like they rely too much on that. Like, too much of it is that. And it's like you're fighting at this, you know, you start to fight and they're still talking, which again is awesome. But sometimes there's long story things where they're like explaining something, and everybody is doing is just standing there. Like, there's no combat, there's nothing to see really. You know, everyone's just standing there talking. Those are the instances where, you know, even if it's just for a couple lines, like, focus on the character like this. Give us a shot, a close-up of the character while they're talking, instead of us just standing around. Like, I just think that would be so impactful for the story and these characters. Not pacing, just getting up close and personal. There's always a disconnect having emotional moments while in your character's third person. Exactly. There is. And I try my best when I'm playing to like frame whoever's talking. Like, I'll try and like, I'll go into first person mode and I'll like, you know, try to make it so you can see their speech bubble over their head. But like, if it's Paitha and she's like twice as tall as you, you know, and you know, I can't imagine even being in Asura and having your first person cam as like down. Like, I'm looking up at Paitha as she's like, you know, having an emotional moment, and it's like, if it was like, if it took the camera and did this with Paitha while she's saying that, like it would be so much more impactful, and I would be so much more focused on what Paitha is saying rather than trying to get a good position on her, you know, awkwardly while she's talking, right? Like, half my focus is trying to frame her in the shot from where my character is standing, you know? And then if there's the talking while we're running into combat, yes, then that's the stuff that's just like in environment, which is amazing. So I think there needs to be a mix. And I hate seeing stuff like amazing shots like this only in the trailer, when it's like, you have it, you did it, here it is, it's done. Put that in the episode.
A storm looms over that place. That is not a...
Oh, There's some kind of new, like, look at the depth of field on this. Look at the lighting. Look, like, oh, man. The White Mantle will really, like, all about the White Mantle. They're like, look at our kings. Look at our priests. This is so cool. Oh, my gosh. Vain. I think they were vain. Also, when there's new story releases and there's 10,000 people in front of my speech bubble, yeah, that's a day one problem. I don't like that. I hate that, actually. I hate that when they deliver story on the open world map with the speech bubbles and the voice acting. Like, if something's voice acted, it's important, right? And there's like a million people around me. There's giant chars standing on top of me with their giant back pieces. And especially on day one, you know, there's 800 people on top. And I literally can't even see the NPC I'm talking to. I get it, but like, you know, you don't want to go into a cutscene or into an instance for every single thing. And it's like, would you rather have that delivered in what's the alternative? Have that delivered in text, have that delivered, you know, without the voice acting? Like, yeah, I'd rather have the voice acting, but it takes you out of the story, right? It, like, I'm again, only half of my focus is on what they're saying and their voice acting and the lore implications and what I'm actually supposed to be doing. Half my attention is on the giant Norn, you know, and people with their confetti infusions and their, you know, sound effects, standing on top of me while I'm zooming in, trying to find Timey in the chaos. It's not a good story experience. That one char wearing the maxed out World versus World back piece, exactly. That's why I have an NPC only chat so I can read whatever they're talking about. Me too. I do the exact same thing. Yes, when I'm playing the story for the first time, I have a tab that is only the NPC's text. Yes, I do this. I do the same thing. But by then, I'm rereading it for myself. I'm not experiencing it as it's supposed to be experienced. And I always have to reread stuff.
Territory I wish to cross.
Not a territory I wish to cross. Look at this, like, toxic pit. It's like bubbling. There's some little creature in there. Man. I love the color shift. It's like all green and like it reminds me of like a toxic swamp. Is this the bog otter? That's the bog otter. Ooh, it's so pretty. I love the long bridges. We can walk across there, or we can take our sky scales down here and whatever Warclaw abilities we're gonna have. All these waterfalls and cliffs. Oh my gosh, the verticality is beautiful. I love these crisscrossing bridges. I love them. At last, the bog. We found the bog. When Path of Fire released, you didn't play it for like a month. You didn't want to deal with all the people suffocating the NPCs. Valid. Valid. Yeah, it's not too much of a problem. It's mostly like a day one problem. But, yeah, I don't blame you. These waterfalls make me wish I had something like the Zora tunic from Breath of the Wild that lets you swim up them. Yes! That should be a new skimmer mount ability. You think Warclaws can climb walls? Ooh. That's something we don't have. That's something we don't have, like directly climbing the walls. Because we have, like, the sky scales can latch onto the walls, right? And then, like, go up further. But that's, you know, that's not, like, running up the walls. Spider mounts. They had a plan for a spider mount that climbs up the walls, but they scrapped it because spider. Fair. Probably a good idea. Yeah. Of course, there would be a limit to it because all of the mount abilities aren't unlimited. So there would be a they would have like a stamina bar. You know, you can only climb up as far as your stamina bar, and you can probably upgrade it. I would not be surprised, actually. I would not be surprised if that is the Warclaw's ability. Mm-hmm.
My bear kin have lived in Janthir longer than your cities have stood tall.
My bearkin have lived in Janthir since your cities have stood. Look at this. His voice. Look at this. Oh, it's like all the clouds, like the storm clouds. Look at this like wall here. This like stone wall. Is that like, was that a white mantle thing and then it like got overgrown? Look, this big waterfall. Oh my god, that does make me want the Zora armor. Oh, this is gonna have, oh my god, imagine like living here and just having like this view. You can see like a bridge right here. You got them with their spears. Oh my god, this is gorgeous. It's beautiful. Oh no, climb the wall. You need the sticky tonic to like stick to those slick walls that are wet. Looks like a face in the waterfall. There could be something behind the waterfall.
Lived in Janthir longer than
The bears! The bears with the rainbow in the background. Is there gonna be a rainbow in the sky? Wouldn't that be amazing if like the weather shifted and then like when the storm was over and the sun came out, then you get like the waterfall? Look at the bears. I like the different way they're holding their spears.
longer than your cities have stood
Look at the, what is this like little rainbow effect here?
tall.
It almost looks like something like a portal or something, rather than like just a rainbow in the mist. Look at the geyser. The geyser right here.
Cities have stood tall.
Oh, I bet that's for sky scale? Do you think that shoots the sky scale into the air? This almost looks like ice. That's a blue ability. What are these abilities? I'm gonna slow it down. See, these are the new, every profession gets the spear. Look, she like throws it up in the air, catches it. Like light spears. I could actually see that being Guardian. Look at the symbols. Look at the symbols in the trail. I could see that. What else? What other class would that be, actually? That looks like Guardian. So that would be a melee spear. These things. Kaith watching these like 100 of these things come after us. Yeah, Ranger. This is the Ranger spear ability. Look at that. They're like leaping. Yes. Whoa. Yep, that is Ranger. They had a pet. This looks like Warrior. Just from the color alone. Yeah, these are other players. And this this red crystal. I feel like I've seen this enemy before too. Oh, NG, could be NG, could be Elementalist. That's so cool. It's like an explosion. I still say that's Warrior. It could be Elementalist. Engineer with a spear. Oh, it's the Bloodstone Bloodstone Elemental. Oh, Bloodstone. I think that's a Oh, no. You're right. I don't know why I didn't think of Bloodstone. Oh my god, there are going to be Bloodstone monsters here. Look at the background. This is in the wilds. This Bloodstone! These are Bloodstones! There is gonna be a Bloodstone section. That's bloodstones. Oh my god. All these red trees. These ruins. Oh snap. It does. It does. It has bloodstone fen energy. All the red tree. That's a freaking bloodstone creature. I don't know why my brain didn't go there. I'm so focused on these guys because I want to know more about these. My goodness. We have a map that's I mean, we have Bloodstone Fen, but that's like extreme Bloodstone. So we're gonna have like more forest with Bloodstone. I wonder if that's gonna be a section of this foresty map. Because it did have similar elements. It had like the trees and stuff still, like the sparse trees, but it was red. And single maps have a lot of different like environments, right? So my guess is this is the same map, just like, I don't know, more north or something. And then the second map will be, you know, probably different. Wow, freaking Bloodstone. Hey, Jester. Can imagine the Bloodstone could be a whole map. You have like the Wilds map and the Bloodstone map. But there's going to be other stuff in there. Oh my god, the rain. It's just like raining all the time. I love it so much. I love it. Tree elementals. Who animates the logos? Whizbam! Hey! Thank you so much for using your Prime.
A pleasure to see you, ma'am, and all.
Hi! Thank you for the 75 months, Whizbam. We're just endlessly geeking out over the new Guild Wars 2 expansion that was just announced today. Is the spear going to be the first weapon to ever be usable across all professions? Oh, you're right. Yeah. I didn't think of that. Yeah, seriously, definitely freaked. And then housing. So this looks completely, now listen, this looks completely different than this other screenshot we saw. Unless this isn't the instance, because this is like kind of open. This might, but that's kind of misleading if this isn't the housing. I mean, it's a house, but it's not the instance. Because the screenshot we saw of the actual housing instance was completely different. I think they just wanted to use the cool shot of that water wheel. Oh, sword? Sword's accessible for all classes? The Logan. Is this like the raid? Your like raid achievements statue you can put in there? You've got the the Logan picture. A little fireplace. I'm gonna have a gallery. I want a gallery of all my friends' portraits. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see. Look at the lighting from these stained glass windows reflected onto the wood. The wood's not like colored. It's the stained glass shining onto here, yeah? That's gorgeous. What a gorgeous room, and onto the floor as well. I'm gonna make a shrine to Tybalt Left Paw. Ah, Tybalt! These are gonna be like so cozy. Little cozy locations. You got your kegs. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I wonder how customizable it really is. Like, do we just unlock stuff or do we really play stuff freely? It's gotta be placing stuff freely. It has to be. Because if it was just unlocking stuff, like, that's not housing. Because they have the technology. That's the thing. They've had the technology to freely place stuff since Heart of Thorns. Because you do it in the guild hall. Now, I mean, there's going to be restrictions just like there is in the guild hall. You know, you can't place something half in a wall. But no, like it has to be freely placed, this stuff. If you just want to fill this whole room with stools, then you can. Yeah, that would make it Sun's Refuge 2.0, and that's not like an expansion feature. That, like, you have to be able to freely place stuff. You have to. Yes, where's the library, our bookshelf to hold all of our Snargle collection. I don't think there will be a new hub in this expansion. The hub will be our home. Yeah, like, I don't think there's going to be like an instanced Kodan village. Yeah, probably not, but I don't know. Yes. Yes, the reading room. But, like, how many rooms is there going to be? Because we see this, so we have this little, and we saw this from the outside too. So there's this little, like, side sunroom, right? And then this is like the main hall. And we saw a bedroom. We saw a smaller room that there was like a bed in. Yes, a library. I think strike missions are now convergences. I'm still need, we think, a hub for stuff like strike missions. Were there strike missions, quote unquote strike missions in Soto, or it's convergences? But that's something different, right? I don't play them, so I don't know the difference. Yeah, this housing system needs to be very good and open for the, like, there's, like I said, there's no reason for it to not be freely placed, because you can do that in the guild hall. It can't be more restrictive than the guild hall, which is pretty free. You can pretty much place stuff wherever you want. Yeah, it has to be like the guild hall. If it's more restrictive, it's going to be a massive disappointment. Somewhere to put the cat chair, yes. Just the hall of chairs. I think that dragon statue that was in the house was like a raid trophy. You can craft those in the guild hall. Look at this. Look at that. Look at it all. It's so good. You know, white mantle. White mantle ruins. Wondering if we can sell the decorations or if you'll need to unlock and scribe it yourself. See, there's another little speech cutscene. Like if you can craft decorations and then like sell them on the trading post. Yeah, because that's what the scribing system is for, right? Is crafting Guildhall decorations. So that would give individuals a reason to level scribing, which would be really good. Yeah, they haven't said at all if it's going to be through the scribing system, which would make sense. Of course, they're going to sell stuff on the gem store. They'd be silly not to. But there will be plenty you can scribe or earn through achievements. If they're smart, they'll have like all the ways to earn decorations for your house. Bye, Psychuriandra. Thank you so much for geeking out with us today. Need more scribing storage. Could be funny to have a ranger in his home instance have a pet display so he can show off his ranger pets. A menagerie. Guild Wars 1 had that. There was the menagerie where rangers could have all of their pets. If you could turn your pets in Guild Wars 1, you could have like depending on how you played them, they could be like they could like upgrade to like a hardy pet or a dire pet, and if you had the different kinds, then those different kinds, more of them would show up in the menagerie. Yeah, Zaishen, that's what the Zaishen menagerie. Yes, that would be awesome. That would be so cool if you could show those off in your home instance. Or not home, I guess the new home instance, the housing instance. Always wanted a title for collecting all the pets. Aww. I love all the spear animations. Look at that. That's the Warclaw. Yeah, that's so cool. Yes. Yes. It'd be like a Hall of Monuments. That's exactly what the Hall of Monuments was. It was to display your achievements, and it was just like a little personal instance. But you could bring friends in there. You could bring someone else in there so they could see your Hall of Monuments, and it had all of your achievements displayed. Yes. Mm-hmm. It's like Home Instance Plus, exactly. Because it'll have all of your home instance upgrades, all your like gathering nodes are all going to be in your homestead. Oh my god, a Hall of Monuments, that mean Guild Wars 3 coming. When the finale of Soto launched, all the devs were like retweeting it and stuff and, you know, thanking everyone for playing. And one of the devs did say something like, this was my last... Soto was my last time working on Guild Wars 2. But don't worry, I'm still at ArenaNet. Wink, wink. It was Matthew Medina. Yeah. So, ArenaNet's got something. They're working on something else. They're working on another game. I don't know if that's Guild Wars 3 or a new IP, but they're cooking. They're cooking something. Hear me out, Guild Wars 4. Aw. Me too, guys. I love just sitting here and geeking out with y'all. Snargle Showtime. Yes. Snargle Showtime for the Switch. Grouch had a tweet today about cooking. Take care, Calcius. Thank you. Once again, remember, if you're buying the expansion, if you're buying it at any point or pre-purchasing the new one, that ArenaNet partners have referral links that help us out greatly if you order the expansion through that link. So huge, huge, huge thank you to everyone who's used my link today or anyone's link. Thank you for supporting us. No sign of new elite specs. Yeah, no new elite specs for the I think they're done with elite specs. Personally, just because there's so many and it's got to be a balancing nightmare. Much easier just adding like a single weapon rather than entire trait lines and, you know, a new way that the profession works, and so much easier just to add a new weapon with like 5 skills. So I don't think we'll ever see new elite specs again unless they completely change up their like what they're doing. But at some point, you know, everybody's gonna have every weapon, so you're gonna have to like, I guess, like add new weapons at some point, because they seem to be adding, you know, a new way to fight to every expansion, even the mini expansions. Grouch. Thank you, Guild Wars community, for letting us cook. Cook away. I could see them adding new types of weapons when we eventually can use all the weapons. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. There's tons of weapon types that they could add. If the classes gain new weapons at the same rate, Warrior will be the first to pose a problem. Warrior can just use all the weapons. A snargle visual romance game. Bye, Mitram. Take care. This is gorgeous. Oh, this was perfect. This is so much to keep us excited. So much to keep us busy and looking forward and speculating and theorizing and getting excited and talking. And then we've got blog posts to look forward to. We've got deeper dives into these systems to look forward to, and hopefully, you know, little previews, little teaser trailers. Thank you for being here, Jester. And we got to bash the dragons. Dragon Bash started today. So if you want to get in and do the Dragon Bash stuff, get the Dragon Bash rewards. This has got to be Guardian. Which it looks really cool. I like how the bottom of this spear looks like a bear claw. So much stuff, so little headspace to cram it into. And this is yeah, like my head is so full, but it's not like overwhelmed like the Soto announcement. I do hope there's some kind of physical collector's bundle and some merch. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Time to start spear skin hunting. That's right. Oh my goodness. I am, like, it is so hot in here. It's very hot today. Oh, wait. Why is It's not working. There's my music. I wanted to put on something. Oh. What's the egg spec? What is that? Hey, Godzilla! Thank you so much for sticking around after the raid and saying hi. Nice to meet you. Oh my goodness. What is it? 3:30? Whew. Yeah, let's for sure take another break. And then let's bop around in Guild Wars, I guess, for a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna go till like 6 today. I've got D&D tonight, and I'd like to try and put out. Maybe I should just edit my video. No, we're fine. My highlights for the Soto finale, Midnight King, that is out. I just put it out this morning because I'm the queen of the last minute. So if you hadn't seen my reaction to the new Snargle book or you know, the Soto finale, all of that, that is up. The full uncut VOD is here on Twitch, as well as on, excuse me, my second YouTube channel. And then the edited highlights are on the main one. We could always do a tier list. We could. Absolutely, Draven. Yes, I like this time to speculate and talk to other fans and get excited and theorize and just, you know, get hyped. Rather than everything dropping all at once and then you're done, you know? The other reason for not dropping everything all at once and then, you know, going quiet is that, like, people miss stuff, you know? Maybe someone's on vacation this week and, you know, wasn't able to see any announcements. And then if you drop everything all at once, then they miss it, you know? Not that they can't go back and see it, but like if you spread stuff out, that's more likely to catch people who were busy at the time that you made the announcement, you know? Guild Wars Guild Wars 2 tier lists. Tier list of all the information on Janthir Wild's reveal. Housing, definitely S tier. Warclaw, PvE Warclaw, A. Name and title, A tier, if only because you broke the naming scheme, but it's fine because it still sounds really good. We're struggling a little bit with the acronym, but that's okay. We'll settle on something. New raid coming. New raid right now, B, only because we don't know anything about it. But definitely like S tier for it being it having a like an open world story, its story being able to be experienced outside of the raid. Lack of cast Jory, F tier. That's right, F tier, no cast Jory. The return of characters we know, S tier. Super happy about that. They're still planning. They deserve some downtime. Lack of cast Jory so far. True. Gonna work on the new Wayfinder Mastery. Your map finally won the Up Park Spider meta. I have not won that yet. Yeah, we should do that. Haven't done Wing 5. I've done all the raids except the last one. So Wing 7 is the only one I haven't done. Thank you, Narian. Take care. Enjoy your nap. I hope you rest well. I need a nap. Holy heck. They said this was about people in Tyria building a future together. Yeah. End of Dragons ended with Castory proposal. This one will end with Castory wedding. That's going to be the finale. They'll get married, they'll say I do, and then the credits roll. Janthir Wilds pre-purchase! Thank you, Eternal. If I don't get a Lord Farron Eldritch Horror Snargle novel, I'll be very disappointed. We better get a 6th expansion. Y'all better buy Janthir Wilds so that we get a 6th expansion. If no one buys it, if everyone stops playing, no 6th expansion. Oh no, Wing! What did you mean you were shoving Oopsie into a bottle? That's not nice. Oh, 6th expansion over Guild Wars 3. Oh, because if Guild Wars 3 comes out, would they stop doing expansions for Guild Wars 2? Oh. What? Wing, what are you doing? They wouldn't have switched to a new release model just to ditch it after 2 years. Right. Unless something was like critically wrong with it. Right. No. Guild Wars 2 is going to be around for a while. ArenaNet is working on something else. We don't know if it's Guild Wars 3 or something else. Yeah, like the first time we got an inkling that ArenaNet was working on another project, I saw people like freaking out, like, oh my god, Guild Wars 2 is going to be dead, and all this time and energy I put into it is going to be invalidated. I'm like, do you not understand how things work? Like, calm down. Like, Guild Wars 1 is still being supported. Like, not a lot, but like, even after Guild Wars 2 was announced, Guild Wars 1 still got like content added to it. And obviously you have to move on at some point, right? But they have been really clear that like they want Guild Wars 2 to last like for as long as possible. They're like, we're in this for the long run. We are supporting this game. We want it to last. We want it to, be alive. And we're going to do everything to make that happen. But at some point you do have to, move on and create something new with new technology and a new system and kind of start from scratch. Welcome back, Miss Michelle. What if instead of the big bad, the dragons, the cryptus, and having a war, like a war where the societies of Western Continent have to work together to fend off an invading society from the east? So, like, instead of a big bad, like a dragon or eldritch horrors, you have, like, just two armies fighting? That sounds political. I'd rather fight big dragons and monsters, personally. But the most interesting antagonists in Guild Wars 2 have always been actually singular people. Scarlet, Balthazar, Joko, like singular people, because then, I don't know, to me that's the most interesting, because like that person, like you can connect and learn things about that character, their motivations, why are they doing what they're doing, and it can be very psychological. It's like, I don't know, to me that's far more interesting than, like, I don't know, an army or politics, and yes, there's a story and stuff behind that too, but like, and then you have like a dragon and like big antagonists to me. Like, you know, you're fighting the dragons. I love the lore of the Elder Dragons. There's got to be like lore behind it. So like if we're going to fight some kind of giant eldritch creatures in this next expansion, I want to know the lore behind them. I want to know, you know, is there a dimension that they're from? Are they're different types? Like, I don't know, like kind of like the Elder Dragons were. Yeah, Guild Wars 1 was more like that because you had like the Char invading and stuff, the Char armies. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, like Bangar exactly was a very interesting character, a tragic character. I cried when Bangar died. I'm not crying when an army is defeated. You know what I mean? I'm not crying when you know, I didn't cry when Zaitan was defeated, but like Kralkatorix, they gave a voice, they gave a mind, they gave psychology to Kralkatorix and what happened to her mind, and that was so tragic and like hurt my heart, right? No, not wait, Bangar. Oh, I was thinking of Ryland. Though Bangar died too, right? Oh, no, we captured Bangar. I meant Ryland. I was thinking of him. The dimension of reused tropes. Hey, if they work. No matter what it is, whether it's an army or an individual, it's all in how the story's told and how it's presented. Because, like, I mean, Nyos, the entire second half of Soto, Nyos did have very deep lore. Nyos was an eparch and all of that actually was super interesting, but it wasn't, the information was not presented well. It was not presented with good pacing or with the depth that it deserved, and they admitted that in the blog post, that they took on too much, and thus nothing had depth and everything was just very okay, Kryptos army. Like, I can think of a million ways to make eparch more interesting, but they didn't have the time to delve into that. And it was very unfortunate because it could have been like so infinitely more interesting. Yeah, it's all in how it's told and presented and all of that. So oh yeah, absolutely, Miss Michelle. Yeah, they are very good at that. I did. I cried that Ryland died and raged that Bram didn't. I still stand by the fact that Bram should have died. And not because I hate Bram. I like Bram. But he should have died. That would have been a heroic, legendary death. His story would have ended there. He would have been told in Northern legends. Now he's just some dude with a beard. We'll see how sad boy Bram, you know, comes back into the story. We saw him in a screenshot from Wilds, so I guess we're calling it Wilds now. I can't stand Bram, but I love that Sam Riegel gets work. Oh my god. Yeah. Bram has grown. He has grown as a character. He has had an arc. He used to be, we make fun of Bram for being like this whiny, bratty Norn kid. But he really isn't that anymore. He's sad boy Bram now, because he's been through a lot, but he's had a really great growth arc. He has. He's had a lot of trauma. Yeah. No, he's really not sad boy anymore. I mean, the last we saw him was the end of VOD. He showed up to Cass and Jory's engagement, and he had a beard, and yeah, he was just like, you know, I'm recovering and, you know, finding myself again in my place after, you know, being Primortus's little fire puppet. And I have a shirt on now. And he's a dragon hunter, so you have to love him. He fought an elder dragon and its champion while being infused by destroyer magic, and all it did was grow him a beard. You like Jaws? Guild Wars 2 Jaws? Bram had character regression, then growth. Not all characters just grow, some go backwards, absolutely. Okay, I'm overheating and my brain is not functioning anymore. So let's take a break. I'll be back and we'll, I don't know, do something, or I'll end stream, or I don't know. Bye, Janthir Wilds. It's here. You can buy it. Oh my gosh, no. That's what I was trying to do. I did start early, actually. Oh, we've been streaming for almost 5 hours. I did. Hydrate! Actually, yeah. You know what? No, honestly, I think we're just gonna end stream, because I'm, like, it's really hot in here today. I'm exhausted. I did start early. Not that I need an excuse to end stream, but, I don't know. I have this thing, like, I need to go till 6, like, but I don't. Plus I have D&D tonight, and I would love to start working on this video and getting it up for YouTube for you guys to enjoy. So I'm gonna do that. I really need to spend some time with my family as well. So yeah, we have D&D tonight too, which is always chill. That's always nice. So yeah, let's do that. I like that a lot better. Thank you all. Thank you for encouraging me to take care of myself. Good night, Jezebel. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna go. Go pre-order Janthir Wilds when you can, and support all of the, you know, if the devs are like tweeting about it, or something. If you're, you know, on different socials, you know, give them some love because they work very hard. And, you know, Bog, go give Bog some love, and, yeah, support them so that they keep making this game that we love. All right, my beautiful peaches, thank you, and thank you so much, Ren. Ren put all the links in the chat. They're all down below. I've got my highlights from the Soto finale up on the main YouTube channel now, so if you wanted to watch a quick view of all of the best moments and my best thoughts from the Soto finale, that is up there for you to watch. And I will talk to you all in Discord, and the next stream, oh my gosh, Summer Games Fest on Friday. Summer Games Fest is at 5 p.m. Eastern time on Friday, and that's also Chedushi's birthday, and so we're gonna watch that together because that'll be fun to just chill and watch a game show. So yeah. It doesn't have any Kingdom Hearts, but that's not the reason we're watching it. It'll be fun just to hang out with you guys. It is Friday's Chedu's birthday. Thank you, Allie. I will. Bye, Green Luther. Bye, Gix. Miss Michelle, Grand. Thank you for being here. Tesh Kyle, Emmy. Take care. Bye, Ren. Bye, Talus. Thank you all. Thank you. Super thanks to my mods for just, you know, always being on top of it and helping out with everything. And every single one of you. Thank you. Thank you to everybody who pre-ordered through my link. I truly appreciate it. And yeah, so I will talk to y'all on Discord, and I will see you on Friday. for the Summer Games Fest. I love you. I love you all to pieces. I love you, Peaches, to pieces. Mwah. Bye-bye. The puppies say bye.